paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
X. Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went, baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoking rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart, it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack. Now we're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do fucking shit!
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks? Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Oh my gosh. What is up, you beautiful boys? We are back. Can you believe it? It's a goofy ass Wednesday with the boys. I hope you guys are doing well as hell, because I know I'm doing well as hell. I've been dieting as hard as I can. Been hitting the gym every damn day for, I think this is my 14th or 15th day in a row, trying to get in hyper shape. Just because I feel like it, you know, just kind of feel like it. I don't want to wait until cutting season. I just want to start inching my way towards the goal. So get the hell on it, diggy doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with your boy. We're 8 likes away from 100. 8 likes, you bastards. Can't believe it. We are 15 away with 3 minutes left. How the hell did you not accomplish this? You should be ashamed. Especially you, Mick Stellar. Especially. Welcome back to the show, guys. So, I'm sure you've noticed by the title, and I'm sure you noticed by the thumbnail, that for whatever reason, Review Tech, our boy Rich, one of my old friends who I've never slammed ever, except for like reacting to one of his streams or something about some girl from like years ago. And I don't even think I was that critical. I was just like, Rich, what the hell you doing? You know what I'm saying? I have been pretty much one of the only people that still defended Rich all the way up until today. Like if he did something kind of weird, I'd be like, look, you know, Rich is going through some shit, obviously. He's got a lot on his mind. He's stressed out. And he's just going through some shit. That's what I've said for a long time. And I even rated Rich. Like 2 weeks ago, I rated him. And he was like, thanks, Camel, for the raid. And I was like, oh, yeah, what's up? Dude, it's cool. I thought we're cool. Everybody's cool. Rich is back. He's talking about video games. He's surviving. Everything's working out. Well, for whatever reason, Rich just went after me. Now, he's also going after a lot of people. So I guess I just caught the stray. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 2 cents said. But I didn't do shit to Rich. I haven't even talked to Rich. Last time I talked to Rich, it was when I rated him on his, because he was streaming and I rated him. Because I was like, hey, Rich is streaming. Cool. He's got a new channel. This is cool. Stream Rich, you know? But it seems like his content. Now, look, I don't watch his streams, but it seems like his content is starting to tiptoe back into politics. And when Rich gets back into politics, Rich goes really, really black and white with everything. There's no nuance. It's gone. And this is what a lot of people do. A lot of people do this when they talk about politics. It's just one way or the other. There's no nuance about anything. And I think that's what's going on. Like, Rich thinks I'm a conservative, so I'm a bad guy now. Even though I'm not really overtly conservative, I've had conversations with liberals that are cool as fuck, like friends of mine. And we kind of aligned on almost everything, with the exception of like 2 things, right? So, you know, it's hard to even say what I am. I don't like to say things because, you know, people see shit in black and white. And I think that's the deal with Rich. It's like a guilty by association thing. But we're gonna pull up the clips so you guys can see them for yourself, because we got clips about it. It's not random. So I don't know. And he said something about Tim Pool, and I'm like, what? I don't even. He's just my sponsor in racing. Anyways, let's hit these super chats real quick. We are 3 naked snakes from 500. 3 naked snakes from 500 in a row. At the 500th naked snake, I was planning on doing this at 1,000 members, but then I was like, wait a second. I need something for 500 snakes. So if we hit 500 naked snakes, which will happen by, you know, if tonight would be 98, Saturday would be 99, Monday would be 500th naked snake. If we hit naked snake, Monday will be the 500th. So that being said, if we hit the naked snake for the 500th stream in a row, that's years long. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, roughly. You know how it is sometimes. You get to 21 and you're blacking out. The plan is 24-hour stream when Metal Gear Solid 3 comes out. Okay? Then the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. And we're going to play all the way through that sumbitch, back to front. We're going to play the 24 hours. And we're going to do a fundraiser for my last couple of races for the end of the year. I know a lot of my sponsors kind of wanted me to do something like that. Do like a fundraiser, and then we'll like make it a big event. And it's not a huge goal, because there's not many left. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be the goal. So it'll happen probably the second week of September, the 500 or the 24-hour stream. Or when the game comes out in a week. I might have to do it when the game comes out. I don't fucking know. It's going to be either next week or when I get back from Chicago 2 weeks later. So let's hit these super chats. All right, here we go. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're going to get into the sauce. Big shout out to Billy Hatcher for the pink boy. Oh, my God. Says, I'm not surprised Rich is doing this again. Also, the UK is wanting to ban VPNs now, since they're mad at people bypassing their shitty laws. I knew that people weren't going to obey their shit to start with. Oh, of course they are. Of course they're banning VPN. And keep in mind, this is the weirdest part about this. The weirdest part about this whole situation is, I mean, we're probably going to talk a little bit of political stuff tonight, and I don't really want to. But that's what Rich's problem is with me, is I just have different political beliefs than he does, or he thinks I do. Therefore, I deserve to die. That's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I haven't talked to Rich, but he just says I'm a piece of shit now. So at any rate, but this is an 80-20, 90-10 issue, right? Which the leftist, like liberals, find themselves on the other side of, right? Liberals are for all this weird censorship online, whereas they were the people that were totally against it 5 years ago, and now they're super for it. Why? Because conservatives are against it. That's the whole thing. Conservatives are against it, therefore liberals have to say they were for it, or else they can't keep their black and white thinking going. Now, to be fair, no one was really saying who was for or against it very recently, but all the conservative creators and most creators that are considered base came out against it. Therefore, all the liberal creators have to say they're for it now. That's how this works. It's kind of like that old joke that if Trump cured cancer, then people would boycott it and they would fight for cancer's right to exist. Same shit, right? It's the same shit. So thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Charles says another $2 for the GameStop to sponsor you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Rage, for your 8-month memberships. Gabriel says, I sat back and let them take away and destroy things I love like Star Wars, video games, sports, etc. But as God is my witness, I'll not let them touch Cracker Barrel. Dude, Cracker Barrel's starting to suck. So I've been to Cracker Barrel twice in the last 6 months, probably. And the food's starting to suck ass out of nowhere. Like, I got chicken and dumplings like I always do, and there was zero seasoning. And the chicken was like perfect. The chicken was as white as my Monster can. Not a fragment of seasoning on it. And it tasted like boiled chicken in chicken broth. The dumplings were all right. But usually it's like just, there's like black pepper and all kinds of shit just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell happened. But yeah, and then obviously they changed the damn logo because fuck tradition, right? We'll talk about that too, but Crackle Barrel's dumb as hell. And they're probably intentionally bankrupting themselves, right? Because what does the new executive team at every company have to do? They have to make their mark, right? Crackle Barrel, they're like, we're going to change this logo after 50 years and make it bland as hell and then claim everybody loves it. Okay, good luck with that. Your entire demographic is 60-year-old white people. 60-year-old white people who love tradition, and you're telling them to fuck off. Good luck with that, Cracker Barrel. Good luck with that. I know I won't be going to a Cracker Barrel because it's not that good anymore. But I definitely won't go now out of principle, you know. Thank you. I appreciate you, Gabriel. Not Chachi. Thank you for the gifted membership. I think we have one membership now. Oh my God, Chachi has broke the one membership seal. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Chachi. Look at her. We got the one. We got the one in the bank, boys. Thank you, baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. 1-2 cents says here, Cody, tea and freedom dollars for being a dirty conservative. Props. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. The resident gay. I'm joking. Kind of. Not really. I mean, I guess technically I'm not joking, right? How could I be? Thank you, 1-2 cents. I appreciate you, baby. Coming in strong with that beautiful ass $10. Thank you, baby. Gabriel Knight with $5 says, if you play a 24-hour MGS3 stream, you got to wear the neck of snake bandana the whole time. I will. If we hit 500 neck of snake, so I will. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Thank you, Gabriel. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. Within the Ashes with $1. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Flynn's Nest with $1. Appreciate you, my man. Rob says, yeah, they didn't even gravy my chicken. Those sons of bitches. How could they do this to us? How could they do this to us? Thank you. Appreciate you. And Chad Amsler says, if you do a 24-hour stream of MGS, wear the outfit. Dude, I plan on it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to wear the giant harness that you jump out of planes with because it's real big. That'd probably start to hurt after a while. But, yeah. Billy says play all three MGS games. I don't think I could beat the new one that fast because it's a new one technically, right? So I'm pretty sure MGS 3 Delta or whatever. It is technically a remake of 3, but I'm quite positive there's going to be more to it, and it's going to be slightly different and a little bit different mechanics. So it'll probably take a little while to go through. It'll probably take like 12 hours, I'd imagine. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So hell yeah. Hopefully it works out. All right, boys. We got Smash JT in this bitch. What's up, dude? Smash JT. Oh yeah. Thank you. Smash JT says, hell, Cody, thanks for the raids. Appreciate you, brother. I met this dude in real life. He's the nicest dude on the planet. So when I see people fucking with him, it's so weird and cringe. You know, like, look, dude, when I see people in real life, like Smash, and we hang out, we drink a few brews, and there's the nicest dude in the world, it always like stuns me to the core when I see people people who are terminally online who do not leave their homes for any reason, like trying to morally grandstand or be assholes online to these people. I'm like, bro, come on. Come on, dude. Come on. It's always cringe to me. It's like everybody that meets me in real life is like, man, you're like a genuine cool ass dude. I'm like, well, I don't know how to be anything else. I'm just me. Right. But you have people online that are just freaking, they're psychos and they never go anywhere. Hence why when you're in public, no one ever gets in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in public, and I usually look pretty giant and scary when I'm in public because I'm a thick dude. I know on camera I don't look like it, but I'm a pretty large man. And no one ever does that shit to me. And I don't fuck around. So if somebody got my face or pushed me, yeah, I'm going to slap them immediately. Because I'm just a normal dude. Like, and people probably realize that. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to. I'll shout at you from the car window, but I'm never going to get up in your. Yeah, of course you're not. Why would you? Like, I wouldn't do that shit either. I definitely wouldn't do it either. I'm right there with you. But that's how this works, you know? That's how this works. All right, boys. I see my boy over here. Charles with 5 gifted memberships. Oh, my God. Oh. What's up, Senior Squatch? How you doing? You just got my notification? Yeah, so I can actually tell you how the notifications are working now for my channel. My channel sends out about 5,000 notifications for my streams per stream. Out of 250,000 subscribers, it sends out 5,000 notifications on streams. On my videos, it sends out 30,000. At a 10% click-through rate, that means I get about 3,000 views per video now. About 2 years ago, my videos would send out 1 million recommendations. Hence why I would get like 100,000 on videos often. Yeah, that shit's gone. They just turn that button, whoop, off. My newest video, it has like the highest click-through rate I've had in a long time, and it just hit 5,000 views. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you, buddy. We are a fifth of the way to Naked Snake. We're one red boy from a rainbow knot. I might be wrong. Have we had the orange boy yet? A red and an orange from a rainbow knot. All right. Let's get started with the review tech content. How you doing, Sweet? Sweet. Terminally Online, I hear that word often from Terminally Online Star Wars yappers. What the hell's a Star Wars yapper? A Star Wars yapper? Like a talker? Like a shit talker of Star Wars? Somebody, Cooper says, that's why people watch or click about politics is not what I sign up for. Talk about not reading the room. Who? Review Tech? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, yeah. Review Tech. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, dude, I get it. Like, I've never really cared what you talk about. Look, I get it. Like, people like to talk about what they like to talk about. What's up, Cutcast? But here's the issue. Here's the issue. Okay. The issue is I think, and look, this is just from me watching Rich in the past. His political takes seem to be incredibly emotionally driven. And the only people that respond to emotionally driven politics, like hyper hysterically, like most like emotional driven, woe is me, these poor people, morally, superior shit, are women. Like women in their 20s, maybe 30s, predominantly white, and effeminate men who are their testosterone's dropping like a rock and they're in their 30s or 40s. Now, I'm not saying that's all liberals at all. I'm saying people that respond to that kind of hysterical content are those people. You can be a liberal and be whatever. I have liberal friends that are jacked, but they're really reasonable and they're really... You can talk to them about shit in a reasonable fashion. And they'll agree to certain things that are cool on this side. There's a lot of nuance there. But like people like Dean, Withers, who just screams like a banshee every single show. Yeah, like people don't fucking grown ass men think that's gross and cringe when they see a shrill dude like screaming about stuff and being like, what about the children? What about their families? Like that fucking adult men think that's gross. Sorry, they just do. Hence why there's this giant movement from Gen Z to go almost entirely conservative right now. Because they're all getting to that 18, 19, 20-year-old range. And they're like, wait a second, this shit's cringe as fuck. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it speaks to. That's why the content, I don't think the content works. And the only time it works is when you're Hassan Piker and you're like overtly calling for the death of people all the time. And that's kind of entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like dramatic and like revolutionary, right? Whereas other than crying, which he does do that a lot. So, but I do digress. I think there's ways to go about it. I think Bill Maher is kind of winning me over lately. Because he just says funny stuff. Like he has a little bit reasonable taste, but it's kind of weird how it seems like he's always he's like, yeah, I'm still a liberal. I'm like, how? It's like he never really said anything that's very liberally, you know what I'm saying? So at any rate. All right, here we go. Don't insult my Aryan King Dean. Not Dean Withers. Oh, you know the thing I like about Dean and all these kids that are obviously paid by the DNC. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've all come out and publicly said it, but is the fact that they're supposed to be speaking to young men, but they're definitely only kind of attracting 13-year-old girls and 14-year-old girls, which is funny. Which is probably why in the next 5 to 10 years, all of those guys are going to have the most insane allegations against them. So wait for that. That's going to happen. It's already happened to Harry Sison. Thank God none of them were below the age of 18. Thank God. He was so close. So close, man. Woo! Almost bad. Tristan with an orange boy. Oh. Hey, Cody, when's your next race? I will be letting everybody know that shortly. So get the hell on it, doggone it. I appreciate you. I'm not announcing anything until everything is locked in place because I don't like announcing stuff when stuff's not 100% like locked in because then it makes me stressed out to like have to force it. You know, I'm like, oh God, Jesus, I start like not sleeping anymore. So thank you, Tristan. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. Tristan with the first orange boy of the night. What a beautiful man. Love you, dude. I asked the big dude at the gym if he knew where I could get some gear, and he got mad. Oh, yeah, that's what happens. That's 100%. You have to know a guy, man. You have to know a guy. You know what I'm saying? You just have to know a guy. Or you have to already know him. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Amateur. I appreciate you, dude. I got all of Rich's weird spammers are in the chat. I don't know what it is about like Rich's realm, you know? But when you get into Rich's realm, and I don't know why this is, but when you get into Rich's realm on YouTube and like reaction or talking about anything, coincidentally, you'll always get the same like 10 spammers saying the same thing. And it only is when it's about Rich. It's the fucking weirdest thing. And I don't really know what that's about. It's something with Rich. It's very, very strange. Like, is it Rich? I don't know. It's very weird. I just don't know where they come from. I don't mind them. It's just, I don't know what any of the stuff they say means at all. I never know what it means. Like, I never know what any of this shit means ever. You know, I don't know. I don't know what any of it means. Sorry. It's like it's some internet lore that I'm not privy on. All right, we're 360 from Naked Snake Boys for the 498th time in a row. Let's get to hell on it, doggone it. All right, so let's start with the Rich's clip, and we're going to go into a lot of stuff. What's up, Helena? A lot of stuff's going on with Rich. So Rich is dealing with stuff with 8-Bit Eric again, and he's dealing with stuff with Smash JT now, which is the weirdest shit. And I saw this very weirdly unnerving clip of him like watching Smash JT's like children on some stream clip. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to speak on it yet. But at any rate, it's very, very weird. And I don't know if it's the same thing. Like he's going through some shit or what's going on. But I just think it's like real bad for his health, man. I think it's real bad for his health. Because this shit, it gets really, really like drama, like being involved in drama 24/7 is very, very stressful. Even if like you're winning the drama, trust me, I've been when I got canceled from that convention, the Gaming Geek Expo, dude, everybody's talking about it. And I was getting paid left and right from different organizations. They were just giving me money. I was like, oh, sweet, this is great. But I was still super, super, super stressed about it for no reason. And Rich kind of just occupies this space willingly, and it's got to be taking a toll, man. I know it does on my ass, and I'm pretty good at avoiding it, and not avoiding the drama itself, but not letting it work me up at all. Like nothing really bothers me. You know, I mean, I hate getting swatted. That's really annoying. But other than that, like nothing else really bothers me. But I have since stopped talking about my swattings because I could film them and people will say that I faked them. Like, you know how the internet is, man. Like you could film 20 police officers around your house and like SWAT teams and shit. And people will be like, Camelot, he hired all those people. He hired them. That's what he did. He hired them. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you can't say anything. So I just don't talk about that stuff anymore because it riles people up for no reason. Same way with my conference calls on GameStop years ago. People would claim that I hired like 35 people to be on a conference call and wrote a script and coordinated all that or something. What the fuck? I would never put that much work into anything in life. You shitting me? Oh my God, it was funny. He hired everybody to go on those calls. Brandon Wassall, love you, brother. Praying for you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for your prayers, my friend. Rich has tremendous TDS. The only thing that I've ever followed Rich on when it came to politics was when he was covering January 6th and he was screaming at the top of his lungs. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Rich? What are you doing? And I was like, what are you doing, Rich? Stop. He was like screaming while he was watching fucking CNN and watching people at the Capitol. He was like screaming at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, bro, what are you this not? This is entertainment, bro. Who gives a fuck? Unless you're there getting your face kicked in, who gives a fuck? You know, I don't know. I thought it was weird. Anyways, let's pull this up and we'll go about our day. I tell you what. But yeah, Rich seems to be going after a lot of people right now, including me for some reason, and it looks like it's very politically motivated, which sucks because I hate relationships getting damaged over politics. I think it's really freaking weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that too, Philip J. Fry. He was freaking out about COVID. The weird thing about COVID is here we are 5 years later, and now 99% of people are finally aware that it was kind of bullshit, but there's still people that hang on to it. There's still people, there's like a 1% of people that still hang on to the weird COVID thing. The mask did help. The vaccine totally did help. And I'm like, the CDC has come out and been like, bro, oops. And they don't care. They just believe the talking points from 2021, even though they've been updated and they're not accurate anymore. They're still like 2021 power talking points. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And it's probably because the hardest thing you can do in life. Trust me, I know. This is the same for me as it is for all of you. The hardest thing to do in life is admit when you were wrong. And I hate doing it, but I do it a lot. And I think that's the difference between a lot of people is they cannot ever even fathom when they were wrong. Like they will fucking die before they say anything. They will rather die on camera than ever admit they were wrong, which is weird because fuck that. I'm not passionate enough. I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. When we were planning on rolling out the back at Daytona this year. I started like 10th at Daytona. You remember in NASCAR? I rolled out the back. Or I was planning on rolling out the back, but I got this hair in my head that it would be safer up front. So I was like, nah, fuck it. I'll roll out up front. And my crew chief and the owner was like, we disagree. But ultimately, you do what you want to do. And I'm like, bet. So I rolled out up front and wrecked the whole field. So I was wrong, bro. I remember getting out of the car and being like, damn, I was wrong. Damn. Whoopsie daisy. Rich must like fear porn. Seems like a lot of people treat the news like that. Well, maybe. I think it's exciting for some people, but then it becomes more than that for people, right? It becomes an opportunity to kind of pretend that you're better than everyone else, socially and morally. And that's a big difference in me and a lot of people. I could give two fucks if you think I'm morally good. I could give two hairy fucks if you think I'm morally good. Because what you think, even though I love a lot of you in chat, I do. What you think about me doesn't mean shit to me. What my family and what I think about me means everything. That's it. That's all that matters to me. When I boil down to it, that's all that matters to me. Right? Now, if you think I'm cool, I love that too. But when it boils down to real shit, the only thing that matters to me is my family and me. Like my opinion, like my, you know what I'm saying? Of how they see me as a man. You know what I'm saying? Just my family. That's it. The people close to me. It's all that matters. But people like to pretend that they have this overwhelming, like just unbelievable amount of empathy for everybody ever around them or on TV or in other countries all the time. And I think that's the point. Act super hysterical, pretend you're morally the best, you know, and then everybody thinks you're just a good person. When in actuality, the only way I can prove I'm a good person is to be good to the people in my life. Right? How am I going to prove to you guys I'm good? Fucking give you money or something? Stay true to myself and take care of the people I love. That's the only way I can prove I'm a good person to myself. Right? And I don't care to prove it to anybody because the people in my life will benefit. Yeah. That's how that works. All right. Thank you, Rob. I love you. I love you, Rob. All right. All right. Where am I? How do I get back to where I was? Oh, there we go. Hey, I'm glad the super chats work tonight. I gotta wait. You know what, Freddie? You shut your mouth. Erikias, what was the expo you were supposed to go to in September in Illinois? I might come. It's called the Sim Racing Expo. Thank you, Erikias. I appreciate you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, man. DM me on something and I'll fill you in with the details, buddy. Oh, fuck. I'm like throw-uppy. Damn you, Rich. You got me talking about shit. All right, boys. We're one red boy from a rainbow night officially. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. And remember, we are 3 naked snakes in a row away from 500, meaning I'll do a 24-hour stream. We're going to play Metal Gear Solid 3, the new remake coming out in a week. And we're going to do a big fundraiser for the last couple of races this year. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, bro. Tim says, we're you going to fight? No, I'm 35, man. I don't fight people. Your lips and your nose are red. They always are. You will just never not notice it. Right here, it's always red. It's been like that since I've had facial hair. And you'll never not notice it now. So, thank you, Erikias. Unless I'm on a different camera. I don't know. Might be my ISO and my aperture settings. Thank you, Erikias. 1 2 cents. You prove you're a good human through actions, not words. 100%. I agree. 1 2 cents. All right. He's red, bro. It's that blood pressure maxed out. It's maxed out, bro. I have a full 119/20. I remember NASCAR made the NASCAR doctors were stunned. They were stunned that my blood pressure was like 119/79, I think, after wrecking at Pocono, and they're like, "Damn, that's crazy." Damn, that's pretty good. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't fucking know." Hey man, all right. All right, here we go. Here's Rich. Let me get my headset out. So we're going to see what Rich says about us. And then we're going to jump into the Smash JT stuff and 8-Bit Eric stuff. Now, look, I don't think I've ever met 8-Bit Eric. I might have. I don't think I have. But I've definitely met Smash. And Smash is a good dude. And, yeah, so I really want to see what's the problem here. I'm going to assume it's politically motivated because what he said about me was 100% politically motivated. What's up, DK Caro? So make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. This was posted by Log Cow Basement. Log Cow Basement. There's Rich with him shirt off. And I do have to put this up. Rich has a tattoo of DSP, doesn't he? That's when you know, like, things have kind of gone off the deep end, I think, with Rich. Because he has a tattoo of DSP, right? Am I crazy? Or did I imagine that? Serenade me for my birthday, there, Tracer. Serenade you? What does this look like? A charity? He does have a tattoo of DSP. So, you know, I got to think to myself, like, there's something going on here with Rich. And I got to be, and I'm going to preface this clip with this. I've always liked Rich. I've always credited Rich for helping me on my start on YouTube, because I think I had 30,000 subs and Rich made 2 videos about me and I freaking blew up, and I went on his podcast and we were always friends. And then there was a weird time where he didn't like me because political stuff that we never discussed, other than I brought him on my show and we talked about politics and we agreed on almost everything. So it was kind of weird. And then he hated me after that for politically motivated stuff. I never talked to him about it. And then he kind of came out of it. And I talked to Jay about it a little bit. And then they rekindled and I thought everything was cool. And then I raided Rich like 2 weeks ago and he was like, "Thanks for the raid, Camelot." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." And I was like, "Oh, Rich is cool." And then out of nowhere, he just fucking lays it on my ass. And I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Maybe Rich's intention is for me to talk about it. I don't know. I really don't know what the motivation is here. So let's get into it though. So he calls me a grifter, and then he talks about Timcast or something, which if you guys don't know, I race in NASCAR, and my primary sponsor in NASCAR is Timcast with Tim Pool. He's been super supportive of my racing. So he's been with me for years now in racing. So, you know, he sponsors my cars. You can see it right here. Right there. The Timcast truck. You can't really see it, but you get what I'm saying. And I think that's what pissed him off. I don't really know, to be fair. You guys know as much as I do. But at any rate, let's see the clip. Here, let me turn my volume on. And again, maybe Rich just enjoys the drama stuff. Like that, they might be entertaining for him, you know. So we can't really discard that as either.
Oh wait, I thought your views were so great. CAMELCAST, yeah. Well, he's another fucking grifter. Sorry, I'm not holding my tongue.
And I don't really know why Rich would feel the need to have to hold his tongue. I mean, he can say whatever he wants to say. That's fine. There isn't some like unspoken agreement that he can't shit on me. He can totally shit on me if he wants. That's fine. It doesn't bother me, but I think the word grifter has lost its luster. It's just like racist. It's just like incel. It's just like fascist. It's just like Nazi. All these things. Grifter doesn't really mean anything anymore, because I think what it's used as now is a quick word to label somebody so you don't have to elaborate on your viewpoints, right? Oh, you're a grifter. How am I a grifter? Well, you have different opinions than me, therefore you're a grifter, right? I don't play a character and I just say whatever is on my mind. And that's how I've always been since day one, right? And my opinions about, I guess if you want to say politics or social, like politics of the culture war, have been pretty consistent since I was 26. Other than that, I didn't really focus on it much at all, if even. But I've always thought the same things. And when me and Rich talked on my channel like a year or two ago, because we had like a kind of a debate on my channel, not really a debate, but we just talked and we kind of agreed on most things. And that's where I think there's like there's a loss of communication where people just think in black and white so hard that they think that immediately if you even talk or you even criticize a movement on the left or ask questions, then you're automatically the most far right person that's ever existed. You're just Nick Fuentes now, right? And the only thing I've ever said that was kind of like, I don't know if it shouldn't be a conservative viewpoint, but I think it is I don't want children involved in the trans debate. I think that's weird, right? Like, if you're over 18, I don't care what you do. Fucking do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But like, if you're a minor, probably not. That's weird, So that's all I've ever said. And somehow that gets me labeled as like a hyper Nazi. Very strange. So at any rate, yeah, I think I think anybody that is that disagrees probably with Rich is probably going to be labeled as a grifter, which if anybody knows what a grifter is somebody who lies about everything that they're about for money. And I never have. That's the one thing I'm not good at is playing a character. I'm just me, man. And yeah, I've always had the same views. And if I change a view, I'll announce what I changed, like I did with the gun control thing a few years ago, which is the only thing that's really changed in my mind. So, but at any rate, I'm a grifter, is what Rich says here. And to be fair, I think Rich probably is reading his chat and they're baiting him into saying shit, and that's probably something else that's happening. And you can see Rich is wearing the DSP Sonic hat and shirtless, which are his goals on his streams, I'm assuming. But at any rate,
he's another one who pushes the same shit as the rest of them do. Go suck Timcast dick. Anyway,
so he says I'm the same and I push the same stuff as everybody else. Keep in mind, I don't talk about politics on my channel, but here we are. I push the same shit as everybody else. The only things that I defend are like on Twitter is like free speech. Like the Online UK Safety Act. I obviously disagree with that. Does that mean I'm like a Nazi now? That I'm totally not for disbanding free speech? This is where things start to get really weird when you like have to be black and white politically. Is people like Rich find themselves on the strangest like opinions. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh shit, wait a second. Hold on. You're in favor of free speech being, preserved? And you'll be like, yeah. And he's like, but you're conservative. I'm like, I mean, I guess so. And they're like, well, I don't like free speech anymore, and I hate it when it should be disbanded immediately. Because it has to be black and white for a lot of people. It's not like that for me. Nuance is the most important thing in maturing, in my opinion. If you can't think in nuance, you're fucked. Right? And that's just where we are. Smash JT becomes a member. Oh my God. My man getting us to the 7th member today on the stream. We're 7 out of 100 for Fight Milk. 161 out of 500 for Naked Snake. If we get 3 more Naked Snakes in a row, which is including tonight, we're going to do a 24-hour stream. Playing Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh, exciting times, guys. If we don't make it, then at least I ain't got to do that fucking stream. Thank God. Thank you, Smash. All right. Rich loves the word fascist. Well, to be completely fair, and look, I'm not going to try to shit on Rich. I'm going to try to phrase this the way that makes sense to me. Is I think a lot of people say the word fascist without knowing what it actually means, because it's another throwaway term, right? If you watch these interviews on college campuses, like the people doing the interview will actually ask these 22-year-old girls, what is fascism? And they can't answer the question. They are just taught to say it and say it's bad. And you're like, okay, what's a fascist? And in their mind, a fascist is just a Republican. They don't actually know the definition. They're just like, oh, it's just a Republican. It's a Republican. Fascist, Republican. Because they've been dumbed down so hard, and they've been taught to think in only black and white. And unfortunately, they've been socially engineered the last couple of years that if you have any other dissenting opinion, you might not graduate. You might not get into this college. You might not be able to get into these groups. You might not be able to play sports. You may not be able to be on their media or their math teams or their chess clubs. You may not be able to participate in anything. You may not even be able to go to the school. You might be kicked out of the school for having any opinion that could be not, without lack of a better phrase, extremely liberal. So everybody in the last 10 years has been socially engineered to I'm going to say this is what I believe just so I can survive these environments, right? Now, I have to say, without sounding too much like I'm being biased, I have to say, if you have to believe certain opinions, repeat these certain opinions to all your friends, all your teachers, everybody around you, all the professionals, people in PR, people in media, and you have to all believe the exact same thing. And if you sway from that at any moment, you could lose everything. You're probably not on the good side. Just saying. Just saying. If your dissenting view is just the other view, the opposing view, and you could lose everything, you're probably not on the good team. You're probably on a bad team, right? If one side tells you they are open to an open dialogue and the other side tells you that you'll be fucking fired if you speak on this, you might be on the wrong team. Anyways, I'm ranting. So Rich calls me a grifter, and then he says for me to suck Timcast's cock because Timcast sponsors me in NASCAR, which I could probably see as the catalyst for why he thinks this is probably because he thinks Tim Pool's giving me a lot of money and it's pissing him off. That's the only thing I can see. And I mean, I could say, yeah, maybe maybe that would piss me off. I don't fucking know. Love Eastro. Oh, you made it to 500. What subs? Hell, is that what you're talking about? Hell yeah, dude! Congratulations, La Bistro. All right, we're gonna pull up. Where's Smash at? Smash TV. We're gonna catch up with his antics a little bit later on. For those in the chat, I will be talking about the Target CEO that stepped down. For some reason, people on Twitter are saying because he got rid of DEI and the company failed because of that, and I'm like, what? They lost $200 million in 2022, $500 million in 2023, $1.2 billion in 2024. This is all way before they got rid of their DEI program. The fuck are you talking about? Some dumb motherfuckers out there. They think that a company's decision 2 months ago is the reason they had a drop in revenue 3 years prior. Like, these are the stupidest people on the face of the earth. They have no idea what earning reports are, when they come out, what a quarterly report is, what a profit loss sheet is. They have no idea. They're just like, tweeting, getting 100K fucking likes because everybody's so brain dead. God, smooth brain motherfuckers. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Where is it at? Where's your shit at, Smash JT? You have like 5 channels, Smash. You need to calm down. Oh my God, you put out like 8 videos today. Smash, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. When I see people putting out like 10 videos a day, Smash, it like makes me feel self-conscious. I'm gonna be honest. Because I'm like, damn, I only put out like 1 a day, dude. I can't do this shit no more. I can't do this shit no more. Smash, you're making me feel inadequate. All right, where the hell is the review tech video that I saw like a day ago? That's 5 days ago. It might be on Smash JT Clips. Hold on. Damn you, Smash, and all your channels. Smash JT Clips. There you are. Oh, it's on Smash JT Live. Yeah. I found it. All right, we're going to have Streamception. Me and Smash. Smash JT's on crack, obviously. Obviously. You know, a little crack never hurt anybody. All right. Thank you, Smash JT, for becoming a member, dude. 7 members out of 100 today for Fight Milk. 161 out of 500 for Naked Snake. 1 Red Boy from a Rainbow, right? All right. Gucci says you should be putting out 15 videos a day and 25 clips. Yeah, well, my editor, I have to get I'm going to have to get an editor to do that because there's no way in hell I can do that. I can put out 1 or 2 a day. I can't put out more than that. And my editor is a goober that I have currently, and he will put out like 1 video a week, and it will be time sensitive, and he'll wait 4 days to put it out, and it will get like 8 views. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'll be like, it has to go out right now. And he's like, well, I'm going to bed. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Oh, all right. All right, smash. All right, first and foremost, we're going to pull up this clip that I thought was pretty unnerving. And we'll see. So, deep, beep, beep. Oh, my God. Is RTU getting another dude tattoo on himself? He needs to get me tattooed on him, Darakuda. What's up, baby? What's up, dude? 60 months. What a monster, dude. How does he still have to hire me? And I'll figure out to pump tons of videos out. Yeah, well. I need, you know whose editors I need? Fucking Asmongold's. God, those guys are gods. But he probably pays them like 10 grand a month. So. Beep, 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 beep. All right, here we go.
Obsessed with talking about me. Anytime I mention his name, he has to do a 6 to 8+ hour stream constantly talking about me throughout the entire time. And I'm like, hey, bro, have at it. Yeah, I get it. That's how content creation works. You know, you riff off other people. You don't like someone, or you want to have a tit for tat. You do that. Okay.
Well, I have to say that coming up with subject matter for a stream is actually kind of brutally anxiety riddled when you've been doing it for so long, because you'll put it off until an hour before your stream and you're like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that probably is how Rich takes the burden off. So if somebody says something about him on Twitter or something, he can have a stream about it and react to it and kind of take the burden off of him coming up with, you know, what could be considered meaningful content. And also the content he may consider meaningful to him probably won't actually do very well. Right. That's the world we live in. If I made a stream about racing, I'd have 90 people watching right now. That's just the world we live in, unfortunately.
Get it. What he did today got really weird and creepy. And I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to like go over and above just to get like, oh, let's be crazy. I was like, no, this is like legit, like questionable shit. I said on X, ReviewTechUSA is currently streaming my kids video while shirtless, wearing a Sonic hat to his audience.
It is pretty weird. What's up, Earl Gabriel? How you doing, buddy?
Totally normal behavior. Nothing to see here, folks. Effing creep. And this video, which I'm going to go through here because it is on my channel. Like, it's fair game to react to my content. But I mean, guys, I post somewhere between 2 to 3 to 6 videos or more a day, every single day.
Why doesn't Rich react to that video of me and PDH on New Year's Eve? I think it was New Year's Eve, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was Christmas. I don't remember. It might have been New Year's Eve. Anyways, where we got freaking naked and got in the hot tub. Why is Rich not concerned with this content? It would be great content. No, Rich wants to look at Smash JT's kids for some reason. It's very strange. I guess we'll find out why here shortly.
And he had to like go into my backlog of videos to find this one, to try to find a gotcha on me or something. I'm like, why would this be the video you wanted to pick of everything? That's just, it's very strange. I can't get over that part of it. And I clipped it because I was just in awe. This is unedited, just straight through. So there might be some dead air dickers here, but I didn't want to make him be like, oh, you edited the clip. Here it is. You decide for yourself. Do you think that this is strange, or am I blowing this out of proportion?
I wanted to see.
Certos says, damn, it's been a long time since RTU was relevant. This is quite interesting. This comment is probably more impactful than you think it is. This comment is probably the entire point. This is probably the entire point, right? Thank you, Certos. Appreciate you.
Where is it?
Why is Rich grinning so hard looking for this video?
A lot of dead air.
Oh, dead air. Dead air kills my ass. I don't know about you, Smash. I mean, I guess since you know the phrase dead air, it kills you too. Bro, I hate dead air. Man, I will go watch a panel show for some reason that is getting recommended to me, and it has 20 watchers. And it's a small channel, and it has like 6 people on the panel. And there's dead air for 30 seconds. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you have 6 people on this panel. Just somebody say something, please, God. Please. When there's dead air, I'll just say something. I'm like, dude, yeah, dude, what's up, big titties? Y'all like big titties? What's up? Please, God, don't do this to me. And I'll see people that are streaming, and it's like, you can tell they have small channels. And I'm like, this probably ain't for you, bros. If you have dead air and you have 6 of your asses on here. Like stop. Pull up pictures of Miles Morales and argue or something, please.
So here's the weird thing too,
Mike.
He's going into my videos in search specifically of this video, meaning that he knows of it, that he watched it, and thought that this was a good idea to bring up on his stream to show people. With all the things surrounding him that have happened, I'm like, bro, you got to know this is not a great look. You got to know that much. Come on, Rich.
Kids chat about PDFs.
Yeah, so this is the weird thing. If you guys don't remember Rich Lore, there was this really strange thing one time, and I still don't really know what it was about. But basically, there was like a Dropbox link or something, and Rich had it or something, and in this Dropbox there was like pictures of his stepkids or something. I may be getting this way wrong, and I don't want to like disparage Rich in a weird way if I'm getting this wrong, but somebody can correct me. But there was like pictures of kids in this Dropbox for some reason. Very strange. So like, you know, obviously reacting to Smash JT's children. Weird. You know what I'm saying? Why the heck is he shirtless with a Sonic hat on? Super chat goals. You know, this is how it is, man. This is how it is. You know, we all have super chat goals. Like, I mean, look at my goal. I take my shirt off like a here, like a stripper. What's up, Whiskey Sours? And we are 340 away from that. And at 500, we're doing a 24-hour stream
in Roblox, and let's monetize it because.
So my kids wanted to be in the Roblox. I love the whole and let's monetize it. I don't understand. By the way, I don't understand the whole. Oh, you monetize your kids. You monetize your kids in a video. Like, wait, so now you can't monetize a video if your kid shows up to it about Roblox?
I mean, to that point, thank you, Smash. Appreciate you. To that point, I mean, would Rich be angry if any channel had children in it that were monetized? For example, like the Costco guys, like, you know, there's kids in that. There's a ton of toy channels with kids in it. Would Rich be offended at that or something? You know, I don't think so, right? I think it's just because it's, you know, Smash, obviously.
Why? Oh, are you trying to say that's child labor? Or like what kind of mentality is that? What, like, first off, bro, I'm a dad, a responsible one, that cares for my kids. My kids play Roblox. I wanted them to come on and talk about their experience with Roblox unfiltered from a kid's perspective. I felt like that would be good and unique for my audience to hear from a kid because it's better than me. Because I'd just be like, yeah, this is what I think it is. But my kids play it all the time. They can tell you guys what it is. Why is that a bad thing? And say, oh, you can't monetize that. Why? Dude, do you know how much money my kids get in Roblox from me? Like, yes, I'm going to monetize that video. They'll pay for a $5 Roblox card for them each.
As for damn sure. 1 2 cents, you're gonna have to elaborate on that. What was really in it, bros? What was really in it? Spartan Mark says off topic, but 8 days until MGS Delta. Yes, sir. We are closing in on Metal Gear Solid Delta, the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. If we hit 500 naked snakes, which is 3 away, we're at 497 naked snakes in a row. 4 years straight. Okay. If we hit the next 3 in a row and the streak continues to 500, we're doing a 24-hour stream and we will be playing Metal Gear Solid Delta, of course. Probably all the way through, I'd imagine. So Don't miss it.
I can't. Anyways, this is a ReviewTechUSA wearing a Sonic hat and topless, watching my kids portion of this to talk about it from a father perspective to his kids. What is going on with Roblox?
He thought this video was going to go viral.
What even take is that? He thought this video was going to. Again, I post 2 to 6 videos a day. I hope every video goes viral. That would be great. I know not every video does, but I like to present information to my audience that I feel like they care about. What the? Oh, you thought this was going to go viral, bro? I hope so. Yeah, I hope everything goes viral.
Isn't it? It's not the goal. You know, 1-2 cents says tax info kid back phone backups before iCloud existed. Password. Dumbass for putting those in the cloud. Some freaky gay porn that was sent to him by Google Fish that was not in the same folder. That's weird. That's pretty weird. Yeah. All right.
And it didn't. He's so excited to see someone fail. Think about that for a second. He lives for the failure of other people. How fucking depressing. What a miserable life this guy must live. Demalika says someone sounds jealous of you. Just a bit. He even
I can explain the thought process around that. And I'm not necessarily saying this is Rich, but this, I mean, it could be. It could apply to Rich. Because it does tend to be people that are usually angry at other people for whatever reason. But I found that if you're constantly, tearing others down, especially at their accomplishments, or maybe they're doing something in their life, trust me, I see a lot of it from the racing community. Like the racing community, like 95% of people in the racing community hate me. And you probably understand why. Timcast, obviously. Because online, a big part of the community comes from Reddit, and Reddit is 98% like violently liberal. And so they are under the impression that everybody in NASCAR is also violently liberal, and none of them are. You go to the garage, holy shit, dude, every single team and like crew member fist bumps me because of Timcast. They're like, bro, it's fucking awesome. Bro, it's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, bro. Like cup teams, fucking they love it. But Reddit's under the impression that everybody is some like an extreme leftist in NASCAR, which is the most insane thing ever because it's based in fucking Mooresville, North Carolina. But it's fun. So at any rate, so everybody hates me in the racing community. And they like love it if I have a flat tire. If anything happens, they literally like cheer and scream and like hysterically shake. They're like fucking love that shit, right? And it's because it is something they're passionate about. It is something they want to do and something they will never, ever, ever do. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to put the work into what it requires to do so. So instead of that, they tear others down. Why? Because every time they see someone doing something they want to do, it puts a mirror in front of their face and reminds them of their own inadequacies to push to do it. So they get pissed. So they're really mad at themselves. And that's why they tear everybody around them down. Because they're pissed at themselves for not making it happen. They're like, fuck, I should have made this happen. And instead of using anything as inspiration, they try to burn everybody around them down that they see as being more successful as a perspective thing. Maybe they're not even more successful, but they perceive it that way. Anyways, I digress. God damn, we're an hour in already. Holy shit. And we're still missing the red boy for the rainbow night. Damn. You see what happens when Billy Hatcher slacks off? We're in danger. I'm in danger.
Says, I don't think I have it, but he says later in the stream that he's coming for me, like numbers wise. He's like, oh, I can't wait to like surpass you or something along these lines, and to laugh at you when I pass you, Smash. I'm like, who even talks like a what? It's such a weird like aggression that he has against me. It's very strange. It's almost like he's targeting me as the enemy to try to like accomplish something in his life. Like, bro, I'm not fighting.
Well, the Smash's experience is the same as mine because I have no idea why he's pissed at me. I can only speculate, It's weird. It's very weird. Yeah, I think it's just anybody that Rich perceives as disagreeing with them, you know, maybe on a political level, I don't really know, or a social level or a culture war level, is kind of the enemy. And they don't really have to do anything, right? It doesn't matter how like kind you've been to Rich or how, you know, cordial and loyal you've been to Rich. I don't know if he understands personal relationships, or maybe he doesn't care about them at all. Maybe that's true. Maybe he just doesn't care about relationships with people. And if he can get a couple views, he's gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Because what it all boils down to is these super chats and everything. If he does, he needs these to survive. So maybe this is his way of doing that. You know, I don't know. So I'm not that way. You know how many times? You know how many viewers I could have got if I would have threw Nick Rekieta under the bus? If I would have threw Nina Infinity under the bus? If I would have threw anybody from the FNT crew under the bus for any reason? How many views I could have got? I could have had 1,000 concurrent fucking every stream for a long time. But I don't want to do that because I like a lot of these people and they've never fucked with me, you know? So why would I do that? That's weird. But a lot of people do that shit. They just burn all the bridges. And I feel like Rich is one of those guys, right? Not because I think Rich is a bad person at all. I think it's just like Derek Huda said, maybe he just values the drama and the views and the super chats over the relationships. And maybe he does because it's out of necessity. Like you go into a GameStop and they're always hounding you to get the gameplay guarantee, the 1-year warranty, and they're always hounding you to get the discount card. Maybe it's because it's out of necessity, right? Like not everybody's like my chat. Not everybody has a damn 497 naked snake streak in a row, right? Like I was talking to Art the Clown and he's like, it's always so insane to me how supportive and how tight knit your community has always been for years, for 6 years now. He's like, there's just people that support you, and there's people that have 10,000 concurrent and they don't even get support like you do. And you know, so it's not, I don't have to do things out of necessity. And maybe Rich does, right? Maybe Rich does. I don't know. You know? So look, and I know people want to jump all over Rich, and I get it. What Rich is doing right now is pretty strange, but I've talked to Rich behind the scenes and stuff, and it's hard for me to think he's like a terrible person. More that there's just got to be some motivation that could be borderline desperation, right?
What the hell is this?
Holy shit, dude.
Have you ever had any weird situations happen with creeps and stuff like that? And if so, how did you handle them? Adrena, why don't you start?
Well, it was kind of a long time ago, but not too long. There was this girl in Dress to Impress.
Uh-huh.
And, so
again, I want you all to realize just how fucking weird this is. That we are watching a grown-ass man with his shirt off, probably weighs upwards of 500 pounds. I wouldn't put it past him. Disgusting human being. This is fucking weird. This is fucking weird.
she's like, "Hi, how old are you?" And I'm like, none of you.
Dude, this is awkward to watch.
Yeah. Yes, Rich. It is very awkward to watch, right? Yeah. But the whole point is a lot of people that might be watching this are parents as well. Whereas Rich is not looking at it from a parental view. He's looking at it from a like drama farm view. So it's like a really weird, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're like you're a father like Smash is, and you're probably watching this being like, okay, I have kids that play Roblox. Let me see what they're saying, right? You know what I'm saying? So, oh, I see somebody said something about Jay-Z, and then I don't see her though. Am I crazy? I swear I just saw her ass. Weird. Oh, it's on this side. What the hell? Top chat, smart chat. What happens when I get to 500 next things? Okay, there you go. Yeah, 24 hours. All right, let's continue, boys.
think?
Like, really? You know what he's gonna say? You're just watching this video while he's shirtless with the Sonic hat on.
Yeah, it was pretty accurate. He fucking called that shit.
I'm like, bro, you finally had some self-acknowledgement. You did what every lefty can never do. You stepped outside of yourself and was like, oh shit, this looks terrible. Like, so credit where it's due. You actually recognized it.
Look at it. I do like how Rich is posing right here. He's like, oh, you got me. You got me. Right? Where's he at? Hold on. You got me. He's literally Walter White. He's literally Walter White in this. Look at him. I want to pull this up. There it is. He's Walter White. Look at him. Compare these two. Compare these two. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Let's be honest. It's pretty funny, dude. All right.
Now I probably set up the bait for him to do it. But
Set up the bait, bro. I was watching this. I had people messaging me, DMing me, like, "Holy shit, what's happening right now?" And I was like, "What is it?" Like, I was busy hanging out with my family, like doing shit like that I do, like Father.
1-2 Cents says this all started with Rich after going after Eric. I think he went in on Smash because Smash commented on stuff Eric was posting on X. Another stray, undeserved. You know what's weird about that is that there was this guy that used to harass Rich. And he was like super violent about it. And I went on Rich's stream, like his podcast, and that guy started harassing me and like messaging my family and getting me swatted all the time, all the way up into modern day, by the way. And it's so weird that it's literally the exact same pattern that Rich kind of followed. Like he's going after people that just maybe kind of know the other person that he's going after, right? It's kind of weird. It's like you would think that you wouldn't do the same thing that somebody that's been trying to ruin your life for years would do. Because I feel like it would hit too close to home. I know it would for me. But I don't go after people, so I've never been like that. I go after companies because that's fun. I'm not the ninja that says leave the $1 billion corporation alone. In my most recent video talking about Meyer, there's a current thread on there of people claiming to be family members of the disabled kid that was arrested, but they're all defending Meyer, and I'm like, you're not tricking anybody. You're not tricking anybody. They're like, they're like pissed off at my video, which is criticizing Meyer for firing this guy. And they're all defending Meyer. And they're like, yeah, he's my nephew. And then another person commented, it's like, yeah, he's also my nephew. We're on a phone call together. It's literally my dad works for Microsoft vibes is what it reminds me of. But I'm like, wait a second. So you're defending Meyer for firing and trying to give your nephew a felony? Why would you be defending that? What the fuck? And they're like, well, it's because the GoFundMe is not his. And I'm like, why the fuck are you not fucking contacting GoFundMe? What the hell you doing? I didn't do nothing. My name's Cody. My name's not GoFundMe. The fuck? What? The fuck? Shut up, Richard. All right. It's very weird times indeed. Dude, my balls are like tangled up, dude. Woo! Got to fix that. Where are we at? We're 160 out of 500 for Naked Snakes. God, we've almost been live for 2 hours. I can't believe this shit. The bots are getting out of hand. They're everywhere. Yeah, and they're always pictures of ass cheeks. They're literally always a picture of some ass cheeks. Weed is the devil.
Stuff. And I looked at my phone. It was like ding, ding, ding. I was like, what the hell's happening right now? And I loaded it up. I was like, I'll be right back, guys. I went over and looked at this. I was like, holy fuck. This man has lost his mind. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. But
business, and she's like,
so that was his the clip of him before he cut it off and was like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that anymore. I think that's a bad enough look as it is, right? I'm gonna stop with that. But then he continued on me. And he kept talking. This is from Lolcow Basement. It said, Rich is desperately trying to gain a win by comparing one of his videos to Smash JT's lower performing videos. He said, numbers don't lie. True, Rich. Smash JT in the past month had 8 times the view you did. He's copying his idol DSP by buying the same hat. Down bad. Before I even play this clip, this is so weird to me because I'm like, why do you care? Like, I don't even look at Rich's videos or his channel. I'm like, whatever, you do your thing, you do your thing.
Well, I can explain that really easily, actually. So for when it comes to content creation and views, that is all that matters to some people that have been involved in so long, and they don't have other things going on, right? And I'm not exactly saying this is Rich, but this might line up. So, for example, Smash JT is going to different conventions. He's doing collabs. He's doing all these different things. And he's also got stuff he's passionate about on a daily basis. Whereas, so if he has videos that underperform or overperform, as long as he's making his nut, he's cool with it and he's going to continue grinding forward. Whereas a lot of people will be like, oh, well, they're coincidentally having a bad month. So I'm going to look at their bad month and say they suck ass and they're bad and they're failing and they're going to die. But what is unfortunate about that is people that are grinding and pushing forward, they don't really care, right? They don't really care. Because if they cared at all, they could just be like, wait a second, Rich, didn't you delete a 1 million sub channel? Because you were like self-conscious about it and you didn't want other people to run it and you didn't want other people to have a piece of it. And it was a constant like reminder of like you failing. Is what he said back in the day. I'm like, I mean, you could just throw it right back, but no one cares. Like, my revenue's been the same for 7 years on YouTube, and my views have been so different depending on the month. Like right now, they're awful, they're awful. But the revenue is the same. So as long as I'm grinding towards that, it doesn't matter. But it looks like Naked Snake is definitely in danger tonight, Billy. You fucked us, Billy. You fucked us. You said you jinxed us at the beginning of the show, and you fucked us. You fucked me. Thank you, Billy. Right there at the end of the 500. Damn.
He's coming from you like view watching, like, oh, you got some
Billy's
views
fault.
over there. Oh, but these views aren't good. Oh, you're a bad YouTuber because this views on this video did bad. It's such a weird gotcha. It's a very insecure position to be in. It makes me wonder about this guy.
But I just wanted to show that I'm not just sitting here being salty. Numbers don't lie, Jeff. And if we go, oh yeah, why do you think he wants to bring her up again? The Mercanti thing is essentially for now over with.
I haven't talked about Alyssa Mercante
Isn't it? Was Rich scratched his underbaby
in like at least a month. At least a month. Maybe longer, maybe 2 months. It's been a very long time. It's funny. He and many other people that don't like me are so obsessed with the idea that I made videos that got views and her name was in it that they're like, that's the only reason people watch you. And now I don't talk about her at all because she has nothing of interest to report on. And my channel is actually doing better. And I genuinely mean that, like doing 20% better without talking about her, which has got to eat at her quite a bit, but also completely shoots to hell whatever theory that Rich is trying to put forward here.
He's back to like getting views, like back.
he's back to like getting views. He's so angry at people caring about what I'm saying.
It is weird, and like, it's just weird to like watch like older adults look at like views on a channel and be like, there's not a lot of views, bro. It's not a lot of views. And I'm like, Smash streams like 5 days a week and makes $300 to $500 per stream. You know, like, I don't understand the point really. You know, I mean, you could easily go after my views in 2 seconds because my channel algorithmically, either I fucked up and lost the plot or something happened out of my control and nuked my ass from orbit, but my revenue is the same. So it doesn't bother me. I still just keep making videos because I enjoy it. And, you know, I want to make it through the ebbs and flows. It's always fun making it through the ebbs and flows, you know?
Back in the day when he was just trying to talk about gaming news. All right, there's one day ago. Like, you can't go by a couple hours because I've had videos that look like they're going to bomb and 3 days later they do well. But 9.5, 5.3, 5.9.
I don't, by the way, I don't really look at the numbers of each video. When I put out a topic, it's because it's something I care about talking about. I hope that other people care about it, because that's why I talk about, like, oh, this is interesting to me. I hope other people find it interesting as well. I guess if I were to like take a step back, my videos that do well, I would say, if I get 10,000 views on a video, that is to me a successful video.
Yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. I was spoiled, Smash. I was spoiled. I was getting 100K for a while there on every damn video and 200K, and I got real spoiled. And I was like, so when they started getting down to the 5s and 10s, I was like, it's over. It's over. My life is over. And then once you're there for a while, you're like, oh, okay, it's fine. Not a big deal. You know,
a very successful video. Like, I remember it wasn't even too long ago when I was getting 100 views on a video, when I consider that be a successful video. And then like a few months after that, I was like, oh, 1,000 views would be considered a successful video. And then 2,000 views would be considered. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, 10,000 views is considered a successful video for me. Well, welcome to the natural growth of a channel. Like, again, I don't even know what to say to this guy.
6.4. Here's a double-digit one. Another one.
What is he trying to
like,
prove?
Bro, you have more subs than I do, and your videos aren't doing much better.
I think the issue here with Rich is Rich came up in a way different time on YouTube. He came up, I mean, YouTube was kind of similar when I was coming up to when Rich was kind of, mainstream. And so we got really used to getting 100,000 per video, right? And that's not a thing anymore. Unless you are one of the largest creators on the planet, 100K on a per video, on a normal video that's not a documentary with high quality shit like Nexpo and stuff like that, you are not getting 100K per video anymore, right? Like Mudahar barely gets 100 to 200K per video now. So no, those days are gone, right? And my new video will probably hit 10K, which is a huge success for my ass, So at any rate, let's finish this video out.
Than mine, if at all. I mean,
I'm not trying to compete with you, bro.
I know this bothers you, so I'm just going to bring it up. And again, it's not.
It doesn't bother me. I'm fucking confused. You're the one bringing this up.
Really refutable. Let me go to my.
I don't even know what his views are. How would it bother me?
Videos. Shit, mine today is already at 5.5 thousand views. It's actually doing above average.
Congratulations, bro. That's great.
Yeah, there's something that's kind of sad about this whole clip. It's like, what's this little kid thing? Like, so my video is 5K views. Your video got 4K views. Like, what the fuck? We are all so old. You know what I'm saying? We're old men. We're just innocent old men. Well, who cares whose views are higher? I'm in a group chat right now on X with people that get like 800,000 per video right now. And they're just normal ass people, and we talk all the time. We're always talking about shit on Twitter, and there's people in there that I think have like 700 subs, and they get like 20 views on videos. Like, are we gonna go and look at everybody's channel and like make fun of each other? No, because we're not 13. It's all about making your nut, and if you're making your nut, nothing else matters. Just keep grinding, right?
And your videos from 5 days ago, even about Roblox. My video in a few hours, it just went live, I believe at 3, got more views than some of your videos get in 5 days about a hot topic.
Yeah, if you individually pick out ones that don't perform as well as the ones that did, of course you're going to be able to say that. Now pick one that did really well.
Not to be petty, but since I'm dealing with petty people.
What the heck? You're dealing with petty people. You're talking about me. I'm not talking about you.
Sorry for the misunderstanding before Acid Stain. I misread what you wrote, so I don't want you.
Yeah, this is weird. So okay. This borders on like, what's the word? This borders on paranoia for me. Right? I think it's based in paranoia because like Rich is like, oh, Smash is so petty. And I'm like, but has Smash even said anything? Right? For example, like if Rich reacted to my this clip or whatever, he would probably call me petty or something, or be like, oh, insinuate that I'm talking about him, blah, blah, blah. Right. And it's like this constant weird paranoia where everybody's talking about you. And I think that maybe that's what Rich is suffering from. But also, like I said, it's all speculative. This could be out of necessity for like drama farming, brings in views, which brings in super chats, which brings in memberships, right? And maybe he really, really needs that. And I feel like he actually, from what I saw, he stayed away from it for a while. And maybe the numbers just didn't work for him. Right. So now you jump back into drama farming, you have 300 more concurrent, you're getting a few more super chats, right? So, Joe Schmo talking about the snake. I appreciate you on Rumble, baby. I love you. Joe Schmo has been freaking clapping my cheeks on Rumble in a good way. But it's asked about the super chats for the goal on Negative Snake on Rumble. So the reason I've regulated it to YouTube is for the algorithm. So from what my YouTube partner told me a few months ago is memberships and super chats desperately increase your algorithmic push on streams on YouTube. And like that is desperately something I need to focus towards. Right. I don't even know how Rumble works, although I do fucking super appreciate it because it just goes into my damn PayPal, which is kick ass, Joe Schmo. So I love you. Just specifically was when it comes to the goals. I'm gonna make after the 500th Naked Snake, I'm gonna make a goal specifically for Rumble, and I will put it on the screen. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm kind of spitballing with people about it right now. Oh, I'm tired, boys. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Richard says with a $5 super chat, our first super chat in over an hour. Holy shit. Richard says, Cody gets my nut. I hope you ain't allergic. You glizzy goblin, you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. People that have nut allergies are just weak genetically, unfortunately. I don't even like peanuts, and I'll eat them right in front of you. I do like peanut butter, though. Man, that shit used to keep me alive. Back when I was 147 pounds and shredded, when I was about to go to bed and could barely function because I was on 900 calories, I would take a spoonful of natural peanut butter, just scoop it in my mouth and let it sit there, and I'd go lay in bed like this. Every day for 8 months. God, I looked great, though. It was good. It was good. All right. Let's finish this clip off.
You to think, not that I was mad at you or anything. I was just, I'm an idiot. Right. That's weird. It's kind of weird.
5'11".
It's almost like when you don't have Melissa Mercante to talk about, you're just a guy with a really squeaky voice that's desperate for clout, just like you were the countless other times you tried.
Okay, so he's trying to make the point of, because I'm not talking about Alyssa Mercante, I'm not getting the views that I used to get. Okay. I don't like to do this, but I kind of just, when someone wants to call my bluff, I'll be like, okay. I said, for whatever reason, Dickers is obsessed with my video view counts. Okay, let's compare numbers, bro. How are your last 30 days? Should we reach back even further? What does this accomplish? I mean, besides embarrassing you. This is my last 30 days on the channel. 2.4 million views, nearly 20,000 more than usual. And keep in mind, I have not talked about Alyssa in the last 30 days. And the views are up.
The issue is Rich probably didn't really research Smash enough. He probably just saw that he talked about Alyssa Mercante on Twitter, and then that he just assumed that was all his content, right? Which has probably led to this whole thing, which led to him saying I'm a grifter and whatnot, which is right here.
Oh wait, I thought your views were so great. CAMELCAST, yeah, well, he's another fucking grifter. Sorry, I'm not holding my tongue. He's another one who pushes the same shit as the rest of them do. Go suck Tim Castick. Anyway,
Yeah, kind of uncalled for. I don't even know why. Like I've said, I've not talked to Rich. I don't have any negative feelings towards Rich. I was one of the only people for years when he was going through his crazy shit. I think I even went on LawCal Live and was like, "Look, Rich is going through something. I like Rich. You know, he's obviously going through some shit. He's acting a little wild, and I hope he gets through it." You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't really talk to him, you know, or talk about him, and then I rated him on YouTube 2 weeks ago, and he said thanks, or it might have been a month ago. I don't fucking know, but it was recently. And he was like, "Thanks, Camelot. I hope you're doing good." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, hell yeah." And I said it in chat, and I was like, "Hell," and out of nowhere, he just hates me. Oh, it's so weird. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's very weird, man. But hey, it's all good. Joe Schmo, my boy. Look at him. Somebody asked if I have I think I have the exact same applause as Rich does, but I don't push it very often. Well, Riv, yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with you there. But I think it's out of necessity, you know? I think it's out of, we're almost halfway to Nugget Snake. Holy balls, bro. Joe Schmo says, "I need to see his 500 number. It's big and round." Hell yeah, Joe Schmo. We love you, baby. We appreciate you, my friend. Give him some love. Some love. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, dude. Redneck Hipster says, "Have some money, Mr. Grifter, man." Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I appreciate the money for your friendly neighborhood grifter. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. Redneck Hipster coming in strong, boy. He's coming in strong, bruh. We're almost halfway to Naked Snake right then and there. Look at that. Beautiful man. Beautiful man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, boys. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right. There was something else I wanted to pull up here. Let me look at my bookmarks real quick. Bookmarks. Bookmarks. Where's my bookmarks at? Bookmarks. All right, here we go. PayPal services. Oh yeah, that's good. And then of course there's the YouTube. Oh, just real quick, I'll mention this. YouTube and Google are being charged $30 million for leaking information in a lawsuit, and they want us to give them our ID. Yeah, okay. Philip J. Fry, low support fund. Grifton, thank you, baby. Appreciate you, brother. My man coming in strong, Philip J. Fry. Tim, the Cranky Geek says, "Rich is just mad you're doing something with your life." I mean, maybe, like, there's so many things you can speculate, right? It could be because it could be like I have hair, you know, it could be anything. But what it probably is I think drama farming out of necessity for super chats and memberships, right? I think that's what it is, because that's the only way you're going to keep viewership up. And Rich has kind of been in the drama world for years now. So if I was Rich, I would have so much anxiety about trying to talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have so much anxiety trying to talk about anything on streams because I'm kind of lost in the sauce, right? And I have a good handle on it now, but like 2 months ago, it was so hard for me to stream that I almost threw up before every stream. And I've told people close to me about this, like some of my mods. I've told you guys about it. Like at 20 minutes before a stream, I'm like nauseous because I don't know what the fuck to do, and I have no drive. I'm just not. I don't want to do it, and I don't know what to do. And I've gotten past that finally, and I feel like I'm normal again. But it was bad for a while. So, at any rate, thank you, Philip J. Fry. I appreciate you. If we hit Naked Snake tonight, we will be 2 Naked Snakes away from the 24-hour stream goal. And we will play Metal Gear Solid. And we'll be doing a huge racing kind of fundraiser thing on that 24-hour stream as well. I know a lot of my sponsors asked for it and they wanted to get involved in it and like kind of make it a big thing. So we're going to do a lot if we do end up hitting the Naked Snake goal. So thank you, Philip J. I appreciate you, dude. Maybe he's angry at you for going after your dreams. Maybe, but who's to say Rich didn't achieve his dreams? I think Rich's dreams were probably based around technology. And I think he did achieve that. But that's in the rearview mirror. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he doesn't deal with that too well. I know I feel every time I get out of a race car, I consider it my last race of all time. Every time I get out of a race car, I'm like, that could have been my last race right there. And it fucks me a little bit, but I always think to myself when I'm laying in bed that I did it. I fucking did it, bro. I made it there. I've raced officially in NASCAR races on fucking TV, bro. You know, I did it. Then there's nothing that can take that away now. It's happened. You know, so that's something you have to force into your brain, bro. What's up, Black Sheep? Thank you, baby. Another member popping in to stream tonight. Appreciate you, buddy. We love you. I love you. Holly Movie Star says werewolves need a full moon where I need a naked snake to turn me. Don't let me down. Bum, 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 bum. No, 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 no. Ooh. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Holly Movie Star. I appreciate you. Philip J. Fry says thoughts on the PS5 increase. It's 5 years old. It's pretty wild. The PS5 has no games. Like, what are you doing? Like, look, I enjoyed the PS5. I liked the controller a lot. I played it a little bit, but there was never a Bloodborne 2. So I kind of don't care about the PS5. I have a PS5 currently in the box right now, never opened, because I was waiting for Bloodborne 2 that never happened. And now apparently Halo's coming to PlayStation. Everything's getting real weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I'm pretty much fully PC now. I signed a deal with Alexander PC. They shot me a brand new freaking rig, and it is a beast. So I'm like all over the PC. All over the PC. So thank you, Philip. Appreciate you. Angelis' pride always comes before they fall. He falling again, Angelis. He falling again. 34 members for the months. 34 months. All right. Boys, let us pop into the PayPal realm. PayPal is apparently suspending accounts permanently if they purchase anything on itch.io with their service, according to this Reddit post. Hot diggity damn, boys. PayPal has fallen, bro. Which sucks because I was going to do my fundraiser on PayPal. It's kind of sad. That says by Chibi Reviews. I've been following Chibi a lot lately. Covering this shit left and damn right. Ryan O, YouTube and ATT both just settled for leaking personal information, and it happens quite frequently, and they want us to give their license? No way. Yeah. Craziest part about that is every year companies do this, Ryan O. GameStop just completed a $4.5 million settlement like a month ago for leaking and selling data. Every corporate company does it, and they allocate it into their law or their legal fund every year. Walmart does it. AT&T does it. Google does it. PlayStation does it. They all do it, right? So, yeah, you're going to give YouTube your license, and they will leak that 100%. So, yeah, we should fight back tooth and damn nail. What they want to do is they want to police your speech. That's what it's all about. They just want to be able to throw people in prison. Just that's the way it is, man. It's the way it is. Rhino, thank you, baby. I love you, Rhino. Oh my god, I love you, Rhino. All right, appreciate you, buddy. I need a 360 controller. Mine is brutalized. My thumbsticks are nuked. They're nuked, I tell you. They're nuked. Chopper Eric says, you remember the time when you were giving them away? Yeah, I gave away 21 of them. I think 21 PS5s. But I couldn't trust people anymore. People kept on trying to scam me. Like somebody would be in my chat and they win a PS5 and they would try to, they would say they never got it. And I would look at the address and I would look at the shipping and they totally got it and they signed for it with the name of the person. And they'd be like, oh, I never got it. And they would want me to send them like $600. And I did it once and I felt like a dumbass when I did it. And then like the 2 times later, like a week or 2 later, I gave away 2 more, and another person did the same thing, and I was like, nope, never doing this again. And then somebody lit me up on Twitter over it, and I was like, yep, never doing that shit. Never doing that shit. But to clarify more on my thoughts on the price increase for the PS5, don't really have an opinion. I don't know why anybody would buy a PS5 right now, including me. So I would have not bought one at the previous price nor the current price. So I guess that sucks. I guess oopsie daisy, you know. But yeah, obviously PayPal is suspending accounts if you buy anything from itch.io. This is unconfirmed, but people are testing it currently. But while they're doing that, Target CEO has stepped down. Oh my God, we're going to talk about this. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm excited for this one. And it's funny because people are the thing that people are saying it's as a result of is so ass backwards. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, make sure you guys like the show. Thank you. Appreciate you. I had to sell my $3,000 PC for rent. Oh my God, Jesus. How were you able to buy a $3,000 PC in the first place? You know? So yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be really, really careful with people, man. Everybody's trying to scam you. Everybody's trying to rob you, especially what is the phrase? No good deed goes unpunished, right? I learned that the hard way several times, actually. February 1st, and he's staying on the board, so it's more of a demotion versus resigning. Yeah. Well, good. Good for him. No, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, like kind of up front, and then we'll talk about it more. But Target's been losing money left and right, like hundreds of millions of dollars every quarter. And people are making it a political point online, both ways, but the left way is so brain dead it kills my ass. Okay, maybe let's say for a moment that it's not as a result of their like over the top representation bullshit during the height of like the culture war. Let's say it's not that, and it's just because Target's losing money. You know, to be fair, Target's kind of in this weird market where Walmart exists. So, you know what I'm saying? And like what Michael's saying, they have no staff. You know what I'm saying? So here's the big issue is they're losing money. Could it be for that? Maybe, but it's definitely not because they stopped doing that. So there's people online like Brooklyn Dad and all these leftist accounts claiming that the reason they're losing money is because they just now stopped their DEI policy. They're pretending that the money lost in 2022 and 2023 and 2024 is because they dropped the DEI program this year. It is the stupidest shit I've ever seen, but people just like it and lap it up because, like I said earlier, it's black and white politically. And people on the left are desperate for a win because they've lost it. They've lost in every situation every time. And they're desperate for a win. And if they can claim that suddenly, out of nowhere, DEI, which has been like the bane of every corporation all over the fucking world, suddenly just negatively affected Target in the other direction out of nowhere for the first time in history. It's the craziest shit you'll ever hear. Like, oh, for some reason, you know how everybody like responded negatively to all this like weird posturing in their stores? You know how like everybody responded negatively and they lost tons of valuation? Yeah, well, Target, somehow just the opposite happened. It's crazy. How did that happen? I don't know. Don't look into it though. So that's what's going on right now with Target. It's fucking weird. But we're going to get more in depth in it. We're going to talk about all of it. I see a goddamn red boy. Oh my God, Jesus. Man, I'm kind of salty about my shirts. Yeah, Daniel Robertson. It's been wild as hell. It's been a wild time. Oh my God. It's been a wild time, bro. The one thing you can take it to, wait, didn't you bought some and they never came, didn't you, Daniel? Fucking place, the place that does the shirts, man. They are so weird. Sometimes they send them in 2 days, and then sometimes it's like 3 months. And I don't understand what the causation or the correlation is. Beep, 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 beep. I did not hear that biggest dickus. I did not hear about that biggest dickus. All right. All right, let's hit the super chat. Redneck Hipster says, just lost power out here in BFE, Arizona. Damn monsoons keep the dream alive. What a thrill. In darkness and silence through the night. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Redneck Hipster. And the big one from Joe Schmo. Oh, my God, $100 super chat. I can't believe it. All right. Says the Target stock dumped today on this news because they chose an insider for interim CEO. Sucks to be them. Rest in peace, Joe Schmo, to the damn Targets. I appreciate you guys so much. If you get the hell on it, Joe Schmo. I don't know how YouTube is such a fickle beast. I looked over and in 20 seconds I went from 280 viewers to 220 in like 20 seconds. Okay. Sometimes YouTube does that though. It'll shoot back up like in 1 minute. It's the fucking weirdest thing. Thank you, Joe Schmo. $100 super chat from the boy. I love you. I appreciate you, dude. Get the hell on it, dog on it. We are now, look at this. Look at this, guys. We are now 160 away. That fast. That fast. Can you feel it, boys? Thank you so much, Joe Schmo. We love you, baby. Yeah, Mixed Teller, I see that. Says Rich just apologized publicly. Did he do it in a post or something? Because that would be actually really interestingly cool of Rich. That would be very unexpected. Although he may watch my whole stream later and be like, I hate him now again. Even though I didn't really say anything too negative. I was just speculating on why he would feel certain ways. But you never know. On his stream tonight. Is he on live? Is he live right now? Is that what's going on? He live right now? Well, if that is the case, somebody send me a clip of it and we'll play it. That'd be pretty unexpected of Rich and cool of Rich to do that. I don't know if I should say unexpected, but I guess given the vibe, maybe unexpected. Right. So, and if that is true, see, that's what brings me like full circle back to my original point. I don't think Rich is a bad dude. Right? You know, I don't know, man. I think somebody tried to bait him into a chat and he said a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think happened. And also, you know, there's other things factoring into that. You know, I'm perceived to be more conservative. And yeah, you know, Tim Pool's partner with me. Yeah, you know. I think that's the idea. So it all culminates to a hot take. You know, thank you, Joe Schmo. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. 160 from Naked Snake for the 498th in a row. We're so close. If we hit 500 streams, we're doing a 24-hour stream with Metal Gear Solid Delta, the new remake coming out in just 8 days from now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you feel it? Yeah. Thank you, Joe. We love you, Joe. We love you. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Where'd it go? Michael Patowski says, do you think McLaren will screw over Oscar Piastri in the Drivers' Championship in favor of a format that burns in favor for that bum Lando Norris? No, I think Piastri will be. I think Piastri has it in the bag, in my opinion. I would prefer Piastri, to be fair. So, in my opinion, I like Piastri, but I think he's fun. You don't really see people in Formula One modern day choke too hard, you know. Thank you, Michael. All right. So I'm gonna definitely get a lot of heat on this video. Hey, my name's Wishbone. What the fuck? Oh, your name's Biggest Dickus now, bro. Oh my God. The hell was that? It's like a scream outside my house. Let me text somebody. Okay, let's continue. So people are trying to twist the Target story into something else. But we're going to talk about it. Pop Crave. Papa Crave. God, that's a terrible website. Let's leave that website. Jesus, it looks like the Space Jam website. Oh my God. Fuck. My God. Where's that? Target CEO to step down. Sales remain sluggish. All right. We're going to talk about Target. Target CEO. Poor Target. We've talked about Target a lot in the past, you know? Beep. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to talk about this. This is going to be fun. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, and somebody, you sent me the apology. I mean, he didn't have to apologize. He could have just DM me, but that's cool too. I guess. That's also fine. That's also fine. All right, let's see what Rich said. Can I download this? Well, hell no. God, I'll share this instead. Can I do that? I don't want to show my DMs, boys. I can't see my screen. I fucking hate Twitter. Can you guys see this? I'm scared it's going to show my DMs, and I'm not. I mean, my DMs won't show anything, but I don't want to dox anybody. Well, you know. Oh, but it's little though. It's fucking tiny. Hold on. I gotta make it big. Okay, here we go. So I'll be able to show you guys this, I think. Yeah. God, this is so confusing. Okay, Target CEO, and then we'll go over here, go over here, go here, make this big, share this. All right, you guys should be able to see this now. I apologize. I'm stupid. Cecil still in my viewers again? Yeah. Oh, Cecil, dude, I shit you not. I was talking to somebody yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was like, watch, as soon as I schedule my stream, Cecil will schedule one for like 5 minutes after mine. And I shit you not, that shit popped up. And I was like, this motherfucker. Cecil better be glad that I destroy him in super chats, or else I'd be pissed. Okay. All right. Here's Rich. Here's what Rich is saying, apparently.
They have accomplished here.
Listen, Cam, I'll also apologize to him too. Maybe I could have went about that in a classier manner instead of just went in the way I did.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. See, here's the thing, man. I think Rich he'll sometimes just say a thing, like he's fired up and he says a thing. And then like when he actually goes back, I mean, I've done this before. Now, granted, it's been a long time since I've had stuff like this happen, but you know, he'll think back to it when somebody pulls it up, and then he's like, that was probably stupid. That was probably not the right way to go about it, right? So, hey man, I appreciate him at least saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have any ill will towards Rich. I still don't. Every time something like this happens, I'm not fucking mad at Rich. You know, I try to look at the nuance and see like what's going on, and you know, and try to like rectify it in my own mind. So, all right. Like I said, I always like to give Rich the benefit of the doubt because, again, when I started on YouTube, Rich helped me real quick get to 100K or 100K subs. Rich got me there pretty quick. And I've always been like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. All right. Let's talk about Target. Rich is cool. All right. Yes, Helena, I agree. God, what is happening? There's somebody outside. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry. Just trying to make sure I'm not getting swatted. Okay. Camelot 331 here, and Target is in so much damn trouble, and they get what they deserve. No, it's all good, man. No, we miss you, giant billion-dollar corporation. No. So Target's been in the hot water a lot lately, and it's in several ways. So they've been losing hundreds of millions of dollars per quarter for the last couple of years, right? There's various reasons for this, and I have my own reasons, okay? I remember the Santa Claus. I was really upset. Not really. I don't care at all. Don't go to Target for any reason. I go to Kroger. Why? Because it's close, or Costco, you know, and I don't even like Kroger, okay? I have to like really plead with myself and swallow my pride to go into the Kroger, okay? All right, I prefer the Costco, but I digress. Look, Target's been under fire for a lot lately, and people are taking pot shots on X trying to change the narrative for why Target is failing, and it's kind of cringe. I'm going to be completely honest. Look, I know you want the dub, but the dub is not there for your taking, okay? No dubs for you. The only dubs you getting is McDubs to make your ass fatter as hell. I know who you are. You ain't slick, son bitch. Make sure you like this. It's very important. If you don't like this, I'm done. It's the end of my life. There will be no more vidges. I promise. Check this out right here. So, boop, boop, boo. So this right here says, Target CEO to step down as sales remain sluggish. They sluggish as hell, boy. It says Target CEO Brian Cornell will step down early next year after more than a decade at the helm of the $107, that's a lot of money, $107 billion retail giant. $107 billion retail giant. Oh my God. In recent years, Target has suffered sluggish sales as the company weathered consumer boycotts over its Pride collection and the rollback of the diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, which that is absolutely bullshit. But I'll get into that here in a second. Okay, it says Michael Fidelic, who currently serves as the chief operating officer, will assume the role of CEO on February 1st. Cornell will become the executive chair of the company's board of directors, which is probably something small they can do to kind of make shareholders feel better about their investments. Oh, we promise he's not here anymore. Don't worry about it. He's totally not here. You ain't got to worry about that man no more. But it's all good. It says, with the board's unanimous decision to appoint Michael Fidelic as Target's next CEO, I want to express my full confidence in his leadership and focus on driving improved results and sustained growth. You know what I don't like at all? And this is just me. I hate corporate speech. We're all a family. We're all looking for operational profit and joint growth in our venture together as a family. It's like, no, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Just give me my paycheck. Michael brings a deep understanding of our business, and a genuine commitment to accelerating our progress. Apparently, the last CEO did not do any of these things. The announcement came as the company reported slow sales over a 3-month period ending in August. Sales dropped slightly compared to the same period a year earlier, though revenue picked up from the previous quarter. Net income, meanwhile, plunged 21%. Oh, rest in peace. It says in a statement, Cornell acknowledged a challenging retail environment, but he touted encouraging signs of recovery, including improved traffic and sales trends. Man, I gotta be honest. I think Target's one of the only places that doesn't really have a place in the market in the future. Walmart's got the big box cornered, in my opinion, and I hate Walmart. There's not a bone in my body that wants to go down to the damn giant ass blue Walmart and see all the ham planets rolling around on the scooters yelling at me. No, thank you. Okay, no, thank you. I'm not going down there. Not even for pull salt. I will order it and get somebody to bring it to my ass, which is terrible for them. They deserve a much larger tip than I give them. But no Walmart for me. And I still think they have the market cornered on big box stores. I don't care if you paint the son bitch red and put a T on it. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I see it. Look, but the issue is they've been losing money for years. Years. The stores have no staff in them. What am I supposed to do? I can't find a lipstick. As we enter the critical back-to-school and holiday seasons, our team remains focused on consistent execution and building momentum as we look ahead to the new year. All of this, which is corporate speak, if I was an investor, if I saw a company talking like this, I would rather catch my money on fire. As we enter the critical back-to-school and holiday seasons, our team remains focused on consistent execution and building momentum as we look ahead to the future. It's like, this is all bullshit. Every single corporate company says the same exact sentence every quarter. we're looking for sustainable growth and improved results and have seen a very encouraging uptick in foot traffic. Dude, fuck off. Where are these metrics coming from? No one knows. It's all bullshit, right? And they're refreshing a new CEO to make the shareholders, oh, okay, this is totally fine. It says shares of Target fell nearly 8% in early trading on Wednesday. The retail giant, which operates nearly 2,000 stores, has struggled to grow sales and outperform competitors in the aftermath of the pandemic era shopping boom, which makes sense, right? Because Walmart has the market corner. Speaking on an earnings call on Wednesday, the Chief Commercial Officer Rick Gomez said the company is negotiating prices with suppliers and other partners in an effort to stave off the tariff-related price increases. What we've said and continues to be our position is that we'll take price as the last resort, but our commitment is to offer everyday good value and have competitive pricing as things move forward. Oh, I doubt it. Now, you're thinking to yourself, seems pretty cut and dry, right? Seems pretty cut and dry, right? Well, people are taking the fact that this happened on Twitter/X, and they're using it as a political win, and it's quite literally one of the dumbest things I've seen today on X. And look, let me preface this with, I don't care if you're left or right or center, but it's very, very silly what's going on. Okay, so let's jump right into this sauce right here. So, this post says, Target CEO steps down as the company faces weak sales and a customer boycott, right? We already know this. Well, this person quote tweeted it and said, well, as a response to Target announcing it was scaling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. It says, many years of data, insights, listening, and learning have shaped the next chapter of our strategy. And as a retailer, that serves millions of customers every day, right? Now, this person quote tweeted it saying, well, as a response to the CEO stepping down because of low sales. So what they're doing here is they're making it look like the fact that Target removed its DEI initiatives is what negatively affected them. But that is not how this has ever worked. Companies don't lose sales from removing DEI, they gain it. They don't lose sales they don't gain sales from putting overt like culture war shit in their stores. They lose sales from that, right? And this has been the trend forever. There's literally a phrase for it, and I hate the phrase. And I know you probably do too, but it's called go woke, go broke. There's a reason it exists, okay? It's because every company that overtly try to force these kind of things, these initiatives into their, just like kind of weirdly, like awkwardly force them into whatever their business is, it fails because it doesn't really make much sense, right? And I'm not saying that these things are necessarily a terrible idea in every single facet of society. Maybe they are, I don't know. But Target, who gives a fuck? That's the issue. So when people are like radicalized through the culture war one way or the other, they're all going to be disenfranchised by this decision. There's no one going there because you put a rainbow up, and there's people not going there because you put the rainbow up, right? The people that are loud and angry are already not supporting your business, and they're not going to start supporting your business out of nowhere, okay? They already don't support you, okay? The people you're trying to adhere to don't buy your products, right? But this person right here is making it seem like the very, very recent decision, i.e. a few months, is a result of years of revenue drop. That makes no sense. The company lost money in 2022, $500 million, 2023, $200 million, 2024, $500 million, $1.2 billion in revenue over the course of all these years when they had the DEI initiatives in place. They already had the DEI initiatives in place, and they were losing billions. So no, them rolling that back a few months ago isn't why they lost retroactively billions years ago. What is this damn time travel? Where the hell am I? I'm so confused. Now, that being said, this post has 38,000 likes. I'm so shocked. I wish I was dead. But this is the world we live in. People desperately want a W, and I get it. I totally get it. Everybody wants the W. But what you don't understand is companies that lose money years ago has nothing to do with the company's decision 6 months ago. Okay, they already lost the money. It's not coming back. Makes literally no sense. Makes no sense. Okay? It doesn't make no sense. But that's just me. The CEO has stepped down. What do you think is going to happen? I think Target's done for, to be fair. I don't think there's any benefit for being the red Walmart. But what about you? What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know where I am right now. Look at all these bastards. Redneck Hipster says, y'all hyped for season 2 of Fallout live action New Vegas looks dope. I actually really enjoyed the first season. I was very worried about it. I thought it was going to be stupid because you know how every adaptation of everything sucks nowadays. I thought it was pretty good. And it's probably because Walton Goggins is badass. Thank you, Red Advocate. Cheritar says, what's Rich bitching about now? We've already come full circle with Rich. We've already come full circle. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Helena says, for Billy. For Billy. Thank you to Billy, everybody, for being a bitch today. We are 150 away from Naked Snake on this illustrious show. If we have 2 more snakes after today, 2 more snakes, we're going to do a 24-hour stream, but we are at the end of the show, and we are still 150 away. Damn. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. We are 8 out of 100 memberships. Appreciate you guys today. The 100 membership goal is for the Fight Milk. We have hit it 3 times this month, which is very strange. We're almost to 1,000 members. I was at 100 like 3 weeks ago. Pretty crazy shit. So I appreciate you guys so much. Dude, I'm on fire. I need to turn this damn space heater off. I'm dripping. I'm dripping. Somebody do something. Hoping it's crazy fun. I was not that hyped for season 1. I was not hyped at all, which is probably maybe why I enjoyed it, because my expectations were 0. And I was like, oh, this is great. I like the power armor. I like the cute girl. Finally, we had a cute girl in a freaking TV show. Dude, you know how tired I am of ugly like women leading the way? Look, I love ugly women. Trust me. My favorite person in my chat that's a female is Helena. Okay. Can I get some? Oh my God. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. No, I love women. I don't give a damn what you look like. All I'm saying is if I have to look at your ass for 10 hours on a TV show, you best be cute. You best be cute. Right? I don't want to look at Woody Harrelson, but God, is he not a great actor? Right? So I can get lost in Woody Harrelson's eyes. I watched True Detective season 1 last week. Whoo, damn, what a fucking great show. And I'm never watching the other seasons. Season 1 is all I need. That's all I need. Why do I have 13 people watching on Twitch? What the fuck? Why are you guys here? Why are you here? 13 people, Jesus. Helena with a go, boy. Oh, my word. She's getting us. She's trying. Helena's trying. Oh, she's trying. Oh, she's trying, boys. Helena. Make way, make way. Helena, it's time you knew. My pee-pee on top of you is all you need. Yeah, season 3 was good. If Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson's not in it, I'm not interested in watching it. And there's nothing against the show or anything. It's just they made that. Matthew McConaughey made that. And Woody Harrelson did such a good job bouncing off of him. Holy shit, it was awesome. Their chemistry was just times 1,000. It was so beautiful. It's great. Loved it. I want more of it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I think my girl. I won't ride a baby. What the fuck is this? Yeah. All right, let's continue. What were we talking about? We got a video I got to pull up. After this video is over, we're going to be getting off the show. I appreciate you guys so much. Where's my video at? YouTube is asshole. What the fuck? Sorry. The fuck? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm my head's in my face. My face and my head is confused. Oh my God, Ethan is on Nina's channel. Oh, I can't even imagine what they're fucking talking about. She went head first into the drama sphere, and I'm like, oh shit. No, Nina, please. Come back, Nina, please. Because once you see that 1K increase in viewership, you're like, oh, I don't think I can stop. I can't stop now. You know. Oops. All right. Where am I? Man, that sucks. What can I do for hours on end dealing with insomnia? I stare at the ceiling. I literally stare at the ceiling every night. I go to sleep when the sun comes up. I lay down in bed at 2 a.m. and then I lay there for 3 hours, and then I finally will start to almost fall asleep, and then I'll wake up at 9. And then I'll eat breakfast and I'll sit on my computer for an hour, and then I'll sit on my couch and maybe doze off and then wake up and go to the gym. It's a very depressing life. Very depressing life. Smoke weed. Yeah, I can't do that. My happy ass to get fired so fast. Uh-oh, look at this. Google and YouTube fined $30 million for violating privacy laws. Wow, it's almost as if it's baked into their legal fund every single year.
Google just got fined $30 million to settle a lawsuit over collecting children's YouTube data. And yet they want us to give them our IDs, credit cards, and video verifications. And they claim, don't worry, we'll keep your info safe. They got hit with a class action lawsuit recently that alleged that Google collected data from children watching YouTube videos. While this kind of data collection has become common, it remains illegal to collect data from children under the age of 13 based on the COPPA legislation. They said,
oh, wow, that's nice. It's illegal to collect data from children, but not from me. What if I don't want my data collected? What the hell? What the hell? What if I don't want my data collected? Does no one care about my wants and needs? Huh? Come on. Jesus. Joe Schmo with $150 super chat. Damn. Joe Schmo's going to keep it alive. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe that shit? Joe Schmo is not letting it fall. Billy said to himself, you know what? It's going to fall 1 to go. Billy's not a true fan. He's not a true friend. He's a bad person. Joe Schmo stepped in at the right time and made it all good and all right. Thank you so much, Joe Schmo. I love you. Appreciate it. Joe Schmo, everybody, coming in, breaking us even right at 500. Look at that, man. Look at that boy. Look at him. 498 Naked Snakes. Got him. Got him. Bad friend Billy. That's what his name is. BFB. Billy is my BFB. Bad friend Billy. Bad friend forever. Ah, it's funny. Thank you, Joe Schmo. Appreciate you, buddy. He says, let's save the streak for another day. Let's keep it going. Snake. Snake jazz. Thank you. Billy's always oh damn, Reagan. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Fucking Reagan with the knife. God, the chat. Jesus, bro. Oh my god. He's a 34-year-old, you sick fucks. All right.
They didn't do it, but they're going to be settling the case anyways. And up to 45 million people in the United States could be eligible to receive small payments from the class action lawsuits. And now we know why YouTube.
You know how much the payments are going to be? 45 million people separated $30 million. Do the math. That's 25 cents. Enjoy.
Is collecting everybody's IDs because they're trying to show the people who keep finding them tens of millions and sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey, look, we're protecting kids now. We're asking for ID verification. Their parent company, Alphabet, also agreed in 2019 to pay $170 million in fines and change some practices to settle similar charges by the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. What were the charges in 2019? Oh, they had to pay $170 million because they were collecting data on kids. Oh, yeah.
Look, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is factored into their legal fund. They are going to collect data. They're making more money on the data than they have to pay in settlements. Like, why are we acting shocked? Why do they keep doing it? Because they're making more money collecting the data than they are from paying the settlements. So they will continue to do it. GameStop does it every year. Walmart does it every year. Apple does it every year. Samsung does it every year. They all pay the same class action lawsuit. What do you think? They're just fucking up every? No, they're doing it on purpose because they're making more money on the data than they are the settlements. You know? I love you, Joe Schmo. Billy Hatcher is not an endless well to draw from. He literally told me he was an endless well to draw from. He DM'd me. Billy DM'd me 2 weeks ago, and he was like, hey, Cody. And I was like, hey, Billy. And he's like, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank. And I was like, okay, Billy, that's cool. And then he was like, yeah, and also I'm an endless well to draw from Scamelot. And I was like, really? Really? Damn. That's good to know, Billy. That's good to know, Billy. Yeah, Spartan Mark. 100% Spartan Mark. 100% Spartan Mark. Throw people in prison. And this will not happen anymore. But no. You know what? Okay, here. Google can collect the data of 100,000 little kids. And guess what? They might have to pay a fine. What happens if I go to my next door neighbor's house and peek in the window with some binoculars? My happy ass going to jail for collecting data from my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it en masse, it's literally the phrase, you kill one man, you're a murderer. You kill a bunch, you're a conqueror. You kill them all, you're a god. That's what it feels like to me. Oh, you did something bad to one person, just do it to 100 people, and then suddenly it's not as bad. You know? This is why I catfish y'all with a 25-year-old photo for my profile. Yeah, Helena. Your 25-year-old photo could get it for sure. That already happened. I would have went if I would have went to Orlando and you fucking look like that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Why are you wearing drawers? Andy Agerman says, I'm a limited well. But you have a great beard. So that's all that matters, Andy. Appreciate you, buddy. It's all that matters, my friend. Thank you. Can I give a membership shit? A milling is a rounding error for Google. Yep. 100%. 100%, dude. 100%. You right on the money, baby.
By the way, they also had to pay over $1 billion to settle a Texas data privacy lawsuit in May of 2025. What was the lawsuit over? Google agreed to a $1.35 billion data privacy settlement with the Lone Star State over the alleged use of facial recognition, location data, and Chrome Incognito. Facial recognition.
Shocking.
Let's go over here to the channel and feature eligibility. Let's go and see what they need if they want us to have advanced features on the website. Oh, look, a video verification.
Shocking.
Where we have to look up and down to get access to advanced features. I wonder what they're going to be doing with our data. But it's okay, though. According to this YouTube employee, they're not going to be retaining data from our ID verifications for the purposes of advertising. Maybe it'll be retained for something else. Who knows? But yeah, I guarantee you this is something that a lot of you guys didn't know about, especially this recent development of Google having to pay $30 million for collecting child's data. They claim they...
Somebody needs to be drugged out back and slapped around. Like, just saying. Just saying. Oh, man. Google thinks they got to go. Well... Corporations don't give a fuck. They don't think they can do anything wrong. You know? They don't think they can do anything wrong. Anyone remember Tiny One Badger? I talked to her yesterday or the day before yesterday. I talked to her about Alien Earth. Because she's a big Alien fan. She's always been a big Alien fan. Junebug! An empty well. See, this is my food money gone, Junebug. Good. You gave your food money to me, which is much more preferred. I got to be honest with you. Much more preferred. You know, you lose weight and I can pay my bills. That's a fucking win-win, bro. It's a win-win, dude. Thank you, Junebug. That's what we call a WW.
Didn't do anything wrong, but they settled anyways. I'm pretty sure Google has the lawyers and the actual legal means to make sure that they can just win the case. So why do they need to settle to begin with? It would be different if it was just like an individual settling a court case, because for one person, those types of legal fees are going to be very expensive. And sometimes it does just save you more money to settle a court case as opposed to keep fighting it for years. But Google, they've got $1 trillion, quadrillion. So why didn't they just try to fight the lawsuit if they knew that they were in the right? So remember, they're currently doing a $30 million settlement for allegedly collecting children's data. In 2019, they had to do another $170 million fine for, again, collecting children's data. And then they had to do a $1.375 billion payout to Texas over the alleged use of facial recognition, location data, and Chrome Incognito. And this is all based on biometric data. If you guys don't know what that means, it's basically data that is collected from the use of...
It's stuff that's illegal, but they're so big, they're allowed to do it, right? If you started putting one executive in prison every time this happened, this stuff would never happen again. But it's too profitable. It's way too profitable for them to not steal everybody's data, right? So... Cody's personal trainer. Yes. I'm a personal trainer now. Give me your food money and you will suddenly start losing weight. It's foolproof fucking science, bro.
your face. It refers to unique, measurable biological or behavioral characteristics used to identify and authenticate individuals. So things like fingerprints, facial features, or voice patterns. So for example, they already have most of our voices if we've ever made videos on YouTube. Then they want to request our facial data through a video verification or a selfie. And those two pieces of information enough would give them so much information about each individual that uses YouTube. And as we've seen through 3 fines and settlements, Google has been collecting a lot of people's data. But that shouldn't come to a surprise. A lot of websites collect everyone's data. However, when you do see something that has concrete proof behind it and you're still like, oh, I don't think Google will collect anybody's data. I think YouTube's fine. You're just giving your ID verification. They'll just delete it after a while. Yeah, sure, buddy. They were completely in the right and they didn't do anything wrong. That's why they were willing to pay over $1 billion to do some settlements. Huh, interesting. The attorney.
Well, it's because if they pay $1 billion, the actual lawsuit itself, it's just damage control. So if they actually let a lawsuit play out, they would end up paying $100 billion. So $1 billion's a drop in the pan. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to end up having to pay every single person involved $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $8,000 or whatever the court finds fair, and suddenly you're fucked. Whereas you could pay out $1 billion, and that is substantial for the government. I mean, no one's going to actually get any money, but it's substantial for the government, right?
General of Texas Paxton actually sued Google in 2022 for unlawfully tracking and collecting users' private data. Seems like these attorney generals have come out to play recently in terms of privacy and protecting kids on the internet, because remember, Roblox is actually being sued by the Attorney General of Louisiana as well. Google spokesman Jose claimed that the company did not admit any wrongdoing or liability in the settlement, which involved allegations related to the Chrome browser's incognito setting, disclosures related to location history on Google Maps app, and biometric claims related to Google Photos. Well, then why were you guys willing to pay over $1 billion to do the settlement to begin with? Why not fight the case out and make sure that you prove that you're right in court? Ken released a statement after they won the lawsuit where they said, for years, Google secretly tracked people's movements, private searches, and even their voice prints and facial geometry through their products and services. I fought back and won. The Google spokesperson said Google did not have to make any changes to products in connection with the settlement, and that all of the policy changes that the company made in connection with the allegations were previously announced or implemented. Right. Yeah, you guys definitely didn't make any changes because you just had to pay over $1 billion. You guys just had those changes planned to begin with. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. This dude apparently also got over $1 billion from Meta as well, which is the company that I believe owns Facebook. And they were doing the same shit where they ran facial recognition software.
Man, whoever the lawyers are in charge of this are making bank, bro. Imagine being the law firm that's in charge of all of these class action lawsuits. Bro. Woo! God, you can't even fit the amount of yachts they have in the damn freaking marina, man.
On virtually every face and contained in the photographs uploaded to Facebook for over a decade, capturing records of the facial geometry of the people depicted. So basically what I'm saying is, do not trust Google with your biometric data. Don't submit an ID to YouTube, man. And this is a point I like to keep bringing up because I know not everybody watches every single one of my videos. I've seen a lot of people criticize myself and other monetized creators who make videos about the whole ID verification thing, saying, oh, they already have your ID though, so why are you even talking? They have my information in terms of my first and last name and my bank account and stuff, but they do not have a picture of my face. They've never needed that. They've never needed a video verification of my face. YouTube does not know what I look like at all. So no, they don't have my ID. Remember that any government official ID will have a picture of your face, like a passport or a driver's license. That was something that I was never required to provide, and that's something that I will not provide if asked. And one of the reasons why I won't provide it is because of things like this. Google keeps having to pay millions and sometimes billions of dollars because they keep breaching the privacy of children. So why would I trust them to secure the privacy of adults? As you can see, whenever they keep breaching the privacy of children, they keep getting a lot of consequences for it. Now, obviously, when you breach the privacy of adults, it's a lot less egregious in the eyes of the law. Remember that YouTube tells you exactly what type of information and requirements are needed for certain features on the website. So for example, for the standard features, all you have to do is make sure that you don't have any community guideline strikes, and then you can upload videos, create playlists, add new videos.
Imagine how devastating, and I've said this before, but imagine how devastating this would be for VTubers. Like, let's say the VTuber provides the picture ID, and then all that shit is leaked by Google. That, because it would happen. It would 100% happen. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck, no, thank you. God, Jesus. I'd rather die. Could you imagine how many of them would be like 45-year-old dudes that have voice changers? Oof, that'd be sad. That'd be really sad, bro. I couldn't even imagine. Luckily, I'm glad I don't crush on VTubers. Could you imagine? Jesus, bro. Jesus. I don't even know where the hell. I don't even know where the article is. The hell? I don't know where the article is. I'm gonna pull that article out of my ass. Hell no. And then I have to read. I can't read. I can't even read. What am I supposed to do? Wait, what about Ginger? What about Ginger? What the hell about Ginger? Check glass. You got something to say, bruh? You got something to say, bruh? Shut up, Helena. God damn it. It always comes full circle with you, doesn't it? You never have sources. Oh, that's what you sound like. Oh, oh. I thought you didn't have a crush on VTubers. I don't like Ginger at all. I hate Ginger. Where have you been? What's up, Jeannie? How you doing? Jenny Maru. Jenny Chimaru. Vermin infested, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Oh, everything just froze. Uh-oh, it's the end of the world. Yep, everything froze. Oh, there it goes. You hate redheads? Yes. Yep. Yep. Cody's a bad friend of Ginger. No. I'm just tired of Ginger. Okay. Did Ricada abandon us? Yeah. Nick's going through some shit, man. He's just going through some shit. So, what about Rosa? I love Rosa. I don't say crush. What do you guys think a crush is? A crush is I'm seeking this person. No, I love Rosa. I think Rosa's great. I feel like she probably has dirty feet though. And I like Lumi. She's cool as fuck too. And I like Cottontail. I would definitely fuck Cotton. No, but also I like Celestium. I don't know of any other ones. I'm definitely missing some. I'm a bad friend. Did you not know Rose is a guy? No, I had no idea. I had no idea. Body's banging. Yeah. Well, the only thing that discourages me about Cottontail is I went for science. I went to see what it was all about. And the dude was rocking a forearm. I was like, well, fuck. I can't do nothing with that. It's over, bro. I will never be able to achieve them goals. Oh, I love Anus. Yes, McSteller. Anus is my favorite for sure. I love Anus. I love Anus. Are they okay? Are they? What do you think? You think Nick's non-binary? No, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm just age is going through it. You know. We all are, man. We all are. Know what I mean? All right, boys, let's do Naked Snake. Spill it funny, man. King Cobra. Oh, that made me laugh, bro. Or black guys. What? It's funny. I'm sick of it. Sick of him taking my woman. How could you? Rosa came out a while ago after he got married. Funny enough, he was never a trans, just a dude that was really good at talking about. Are you being serious? Or are you fucking with me right now? All right. Time to do Naked Snake, boys. You guys ready? 50 likes from 300. Make sure you guys spam that like button. Spam it. Spam it like your life depends on it. Spam that boy. Spam him. Give him more love. Shizzy Wizzy. Chase. Yeah, we're on Raid Smash. What's up, Donna? Unlike that one British dude who's now trans all of a sudden, I guess. Can't remember who they are. I don't know. I don't keep up with any of this shit. Large Crown Gold, right here for free. What the hell, Erica? Everybody's just saying nonsense right now in the chat, dude. Sick of it. Sick of it. Sick of you shit. Where's Ashley? I didn't text Ashley. What the fuck are you? How dare you? Where is she? How dare you miss my show? Nick is nose binary. That's fucked up. All right. Yes, Rosa changed his channel name and goes by Jenny or Jen. I can't fucking keep up with any of this. You're fucking with me. There's no way Rosa's a fucking dude. My heart, no. Jenny Murray. Rosa, please don't do this. Where are you at, Rosa? I gotta research this. You're fucking with me right now. Of course, I can't find her fucking channel. She's always live. I guess you just changed everything. In front of God and everybody. Jenny Mercury. Jen. Why is it not like one of my top? I got click on their channel, her channel, his channel all the time. All right. Okay. I'm gonna DM. I'm gonna DM Rosa right now, and you're gonna make me embarrassed, aren't you, Jen? Oh my God, what is happening? There's no way this has happened for real. Hold on. There's just no way. Why do you have stuff scheduled out so far? This is like it happened in the last 3 days. How could you? I'm DMing Rosa right now. How could you lie to me after what we've been through? Oh my God, there's a different character model and everything. That's why this makes so much sense. This is why Rosa was able to beat Resident Evil. Ain't no way no girl could do that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, my life has been altered. Oh my God, this is so funny. That's awesome. That's so cool. I think that's the coolest shit ever. I was convinced. That's funny. Anyways, let me do Naked Snake. That's fucking awesome. I'm happy about this. I'm liking this. I'm gonna fucking DM Rosa right now and be like, what the hell? How could you not? How could you not tell me this, Rosa? I thought we were close. This whole time you were a dude. All of you dude. See, this is the thing. This is the thing with VTubers. Y'all, that literally sounded like fucking Rosa sounded like a little girl. And by little girl, I mean like a girl. It's just a character model, so a little. You know. All right. The game was rigged from the start. Let's do some Naked Snake, boys. We're wing bros now. Now we're bros. We could be bros. Me and Rosa could be bros now. That's cool. All right, let's do Naked Snake, boys. Get your singles ready. Chai tea, it's time. We're going hard as hell. I love you. I appreciate you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. 498 in a row. 498 in a row. Here we go. Chai tea. This is dedicated to Joe Schmo, by the way, for going so hard tonight. We love you, buddy. Getting us there. Half of it was Joe Schmo.
With darkness and silence.
Maka Wookie. Donna.
I'm searching and I'm melting to you.
Here we go, boys. You guys ready? Is MA here? Better be here. Jay-Z?
But you're so
2 cents, bro. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry, it's the way I fly to you, Anjali. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you, Chai tea. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Blame Hypnotic for the stripper dollars. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys ready? Oh my God, can you believe it, boys? We did it again. The naked snake has been achieved. Big, giant, floppy, wet, juicy shout out to Joe Schmo. If it wasn't for Joe Schmo, we wouldn't have made it. I appreciate you, Joe Schmo, so much, dude. We are 2 away from 500 snakes in a row, and we're pulling teeth. We're so close, and it's coming down to the wire. Coming down to the wire. So I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. If we end up hitting 500 on Monday, I will be playing Metal Gear Solid Delta, the new Metal Gear Solid remake. Okay. And we're going to be doing probably a 24-hour stream. Loosely, that's what I'm thinking we're going to do. And we're going to do like a racing fundraiser because we got some stuff a few months out that I want to start getting some people on board in. And it's mainly for sponsors to get on board because I know a bunch of my current sponsors want to kind of do an event. So that's kind of what we're going to do. So get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. It's going to be awesome. I appreciate it. 1 2 cents. Listen here, you son of a bitch. You're over here saying, oh, dude, don't worry about it. I love fat dudes. Also, can you please get naked more? You're not tricking me, bruh. I see right through your gay ass. Chapter 5, Helena, is done, and chapter 6 is beginning shortly on the art. I got everything else in. Today, I got all the tumblers. It was like 5 giant boxes. They're like freaking huge. So I got all those in today. 5 whole big ass boxes. The diecast are done. The tumblers are at my house. Currently, the diecast are not at my house yet, but the tumblers are. Diecast should be soon. And then we just got to wait for the art to be done, and then we're done. So it's rolling. It's rolling fast. The art's like the thing that's taking the longest by a mile, which for some reason I didn't realize because I'm stupid. You know, first time jitters. All right, boys. I love you. I appreciate you. We're going to raid Smash JT. He's my boy. Give him some love. Say Cam Raid in the chat. He's the man. Thank you. How do I change my address? Log into Chatty. Log into your Frog Car comic, or are you talking about Ride and Die? If it's the Frog Car, that's one of Ethan's campaigns, Heartsick Horror. You just log into your Indiegogo, and you can change your address on there. So, All right, let me make sure Smash is still on. He looks very concerned. All right, we're going to raid Smash. Give him some love. I'll see you guys over there. And I'll see you either Friday or Saturday. Most likely Saturday, but maybe Friday if I get bored enough. I love you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Joe Schmo, you're the man tonight. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much with your 100 and your 150. That's way too much, brother. I appreciate you. Love you. Andy also did an Orange Boy, by the way. Billy with your 50. Appreciate you, Billy. Thank you. Thank you. Jenny tomorrow. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys over on Smash. This Cam raid in the chat. Go.